the nutritious quality of it.
Oh, God.
Sorry. What? It's kind of the best way to actually.
Laberintos. My name is.
Care if it's the
Stay
best
true
way.
to my
I
cause,
want
I
food that
guess.
tastes good.
I swear you have an
Nutritious
addiction
way
to
of
this
gaining
stuff.
nutrition, however, it is the least tasteful.
It provides the best nutrients without.
Well, if I existed on military rations for years, no plans on going back.
I swear he's addicted to it. I don't know how you get addicted to, like, nothing
It
and dryness.
sounds that way, yes.
I'm not addicted to it. It's just what I prefer.
Oh, right, you can quit anytime you want.
Why would I want to quit it? There's no adverse effect towards eating it.
Except perhaps dulling your palate. No? I think there's quite a
Is it
moderate-
dulling the palate? I feel like if you just ate that exclusively and then ate literally anything else, you might pass out from the flavor explosion that you experience.
Do you like food? Wait, that actually that actually makes a little bit of sense.
Some sort of a town meeting.
If one's palate is permanently reset to default, would that just mean anytime you eat something new, or eat something, it would be like the first time you're eating it?
I wouldn't know.
They switch like
Maybe?
3 races.
Possibly?
Sure.
I don't even want to think about what.
Not a culinarian.
Hello, everyone. I don't know what it is.
Hello.
It concerns me almost.
Oh, are we discussing Fantasias again?
What's up?
Not pulling the fucking
Yes,
Mr.
Ned
me
here
into,
wanted
you
to
know,
make an
shut up, these
announcement.
lovely people.
Shut up. No, I don't need to make an announcement. This is an
Turn
announcement
into
worthy.
just a feral creature.
Oh.
Make a big deal out of it.
No, they're just all hanging out here.
Hi.
Was this a part of a
looking at
bet,
Ned,
or did you...
who's Fantasia himself.
No, I wanted to
Willingly.
test out a Fantasia.
That's
I did not know you
Hello,
needed
my
to take a
dears.
nap for it to work, so I thought it didn't work, and then I went to go take a nap, and here I am.
Hello, hello?
Yep.
I'm done.
Um,
I'm done with it.
I was actually hoping I could borrow one, if not already had both of someone you talk to me for like I'm a something 2-year-old. really quick, since you happen to know the process and I don't.
Welcome.
I get why you guys are so angry all the time.
Welcome, these
Alright.
It's not like we're up to much.
I-
We
We
just
have
got back.
someplace we can talk.
Porksy thing, yes, right behind here.
My claws.
Ah,
The rice
like
and
yes,
chocolate
that.
sound.
Oh, please.
I
They're not
see.
that bad.
Do you want me to come along, or do you want to just handle it yourself? Since I don't know how proxies work, you do.
Here, well, I can tell you that. So we all can know.
I'm curious.
Fair enough.
Hi, I'm coming with you.
Hello.
Alright. So, well,
As you turn the corner, you see those two over there standing with a green chocobo.
Oh.
Oh, that's the chocobo that they were talking about.
Well, they're a pretty
Right.
bird.
So, since we're unsure if this one is tempered or not, since it did save someone's life, I was hoping we could possibly put it through the Porksy treatment in order to kind of give us peace of mind.
right. Okay, give
If
me
it's
one
tempered?
moment.
Should?
Alright, the situation?
Yes, the green chocobo over there. I wanted people who know how to use the Porksy thing to kind of give it the Porksy treatment just in case, to give people peace of mind that it's not tempered.
Hmm. How effective is... I don't know if it's ever done on, like, beasts before. Like, I know it's worked on, like, beast tribes, but on, like,
I
a
mean,
bird.
Theoretically,
Well, I
it should work
if
the same.
they can be tempered,
Depends on
then
how
they can be
tempered.
untempered. So.
It depends on how tempered it is. If it's
Hmm.
barely tempered, it will work. But if it's greater,
Would we be able
It
to
will
at least
not.
tell with
But-
the Porksy treatment?
yes, if it looks like a normal bird still, then it should work. But if it looks malformed or changed, it will not work. That's
I mean,
more
it's
or
a
less
green
the greatest
chocobo.
tell.
How can you tell?
That is
Aside
the
from the fact that
question.
it's a
Model will
chocobo
tell
that
if
is
it
green.
starts.
Oh, I briefly heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a chocobo that's green.
Yeah, it's over there.
Scorpion
It's right there.
poison.
It's right there. Anyways, I'll go get the perksy out. I'll be right back.
Yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Also, Miss
Yeah, from
Lunamir, if Aster didn't say it over there, sorry. I haven't actually properly talked to you for one-on-one.
Luma. Call me Luma.
Luma, got you. But basically, we managed to get a one of those warding scales. That's the word. Managed to get a hold of one. I just figured I should let you know since that's why we were going over to Thavnair. Wasn't sure if people told you yet or not.
Impressive.
Well, you will be doing
all easy to
testing
get.
on that later today, then.
With the egg or the warding scale?
With the egg and amulets.
Oh.
With the warding skill.
Maybe.
Isn't that what you
Well, yeah, that's why we got it. But we need to make sure we need to make sure we devise safe testing measures. What is safe, what isn't. We don't want to get the town in danger. We'll probably be communicating with everyone who has know-how on the subject, just to be extra safe,
Fair enough.
because we don't want
Still trying to get
another
it.
dungeon run.
Today.
No, it seemed pretty cool. I mean, I had to take care of
actually,
it. It had a really
I
fucking
believe
smelly.
that Victor wanted to
poo.
talk with you two and Aster since you were there when our captive. Actually, there he is. When our captive
Hi.
teleported away. For those with etheric sensitivity, if any of you have any leads on at least what direction or area that they traveled to, any sort of
Oh. Yeah, we don't know
way
what
would help.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah. We.
know where she went. So
Yeah. At least roughly. Luckily, Aster had I'm forgetting the word. A thermometer? What's the word? I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. We just got back.
A thermometer.
Nuke.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, so we were able to get a better look at the aether trails like before they fully dissipated, and we've actually been to where she was. She went to the New Charlian settlement, or what's left of it. I think they're calling the settlement Tiddleshire now. Yeah, Dravania, roughly.
our old home.
If that's the
So
case,
Yeah, we used to
I
live there
could-
before the evacuation happened.
If it's Dravania, there's a couple of places I can think of for an individual to try to hide. I could have a couple of people sent out to comb the area to see if they can find any hints. But if that's the case, I will see if any more information does come up, and if so, then we will be sending a party to finish the problem, if you will.
Apologies they got away in the first place.
Well,
Give me a warding scale and count me in. I got a grudge.
well, actually, they've got a warding scale. We're going to do testing against this amulets and the egg to see how it holds up. But for right now, I think what's more important is the present issue of a chocobo being in the camp.
Right.
Right.
indeed.
Like, they're
Uh,
behaving themselves, so.
Hmm.
I mean, the
That's not to
chocobo
say
behaving
otherwise.
itself is fine.
Yes, they're.
Keeping it calm.
I don't
But
know.
its presence is the problem.
Yes. Which is why, again, I
So I have to-
wanted to have it put through the entire Porksy thing so we can possibly see if it is
Like-
tempered or not, etc., etc., etc. I've said this like several times.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Good to be safe.
Would the
I would say do that, and if
Porksy-
it's
Would the Porksy treatment tell us if it is tempered or not, at the very least? Is that something the
No,
caster would be
that's-
able to sense?
So when it comes to sensing, well, trying to sense, the big thing about tempering is because of how much of an unknown it is. It is hard to tell if someone's tempered besides a couple of signs. those who are experts when it comes to sensing aether, and I mean people who have spent their entire lives on it, would be able to tell, but this is only when they're actively attempting to do so, and they would know what the aether of the individual felt like before said tempering. That's tamper, you get it. Other such symbols are usually having to do with either erratic or, vice versa, almost comatose behavior, and their eyes. Usually the eyes is a great indication. Either a fanatic claim or duller than a rock. Which is why it's such a big issue. If someone's covering their eyes, it's almost nigh impossible to tell if they're tempered or not. Now the issue is, it's a fucking chocobo.
Yeah.
So you can't really tell too much on that end, nor do we know what their aether would have felt like beforehand if we had anyone who was experts in that. When it comes to epoxy, you push your aether into the epoxy. Once enough is gathered, it is in one shot pushed into the recipient, basically helping to rebalance the aether within their soul. Once it's back in equilibrium, the color is washed away, and they are fine. The issue, this does not identify if they are tempered or not.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So we can try, but this won't tell us if the bird is tempered. So that's why a lot of people are saying just fucking kill it or get it the fuck out. Because there's not much we can do for it at the moment. Oh, nice. And currently, that's a threat.
It'll either work or not work. Pretty much.
Regardless,
What about...
Isn't there like a chocobo caretaking facility in Gridania, I think where it was?
You mean
a breeding ranch?
South?
I mean, they know how to take care of chocobos, but they're probably not knowledgeable on how to take care of tempered chocobos, if that's the case.
Also, if it was tempered, we wouldn't want to introduce it to untempered ones.
Untempered, yeah.
So, that's why most people are saying kill the bird. So that's really up to you all what you are going to.
Understood.
Actually, you might have
what
a
you all going to
some.
decide to do.
Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish.
Oh no, you continue.
All right.
You continue.
I was going to say that might actually have a bit of a good idea in it, though, because
Yes, let's sit it down.
they are experts on chocobo behavior. They might be able to spot erratic behavior if we end up bringing some of them out here.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Tell
Yes,
if it's
there is,
acting strange.
I'm trying to...
I'm no expert
the new
on
clothing,
wildlife,
per se, that
but it might be a boon in contacting them.
Does not work right now.
Ah, okay,
If
understood.
you know what I mean, it's all broken. Everything's broken.
Or...
Anyways,
What about...
Well, if not Gridania, then
Good on ya.
I heard somebody else mention them. The chocobo hunters in Dravania.
The Dravanian Forelands.
Yeah, would they maybe be able to tell the difference between the behaviors of an untempered bird versus a tempered bird? I don't know if, maybe at some point during...
How rare are the colors of chocobos are exactly? Especially apparently one that can use healing magic. Yeah, likelihood.
Yeah,
they'll probably kill it for us.
Put that thing's head on a stick. Yeah, okay.
or what we can do is we can study the creature.
Not here.
Well, of course not here, but we can probably take it to Old Charlian or something.
Yeah,
I bet
take
they'd
something
love.
that's possibly tempered to the island of Scholars.
I'd be able to tell.
That's what I mean.
More or less.
I feel like
If
that
we
might be a
can't?
threat to their security. If you decide to do that, that's up to you, because I'm just saying
that's why we're gonna
could
try
pose a
to-
threat to security.
Well, that's why we're going to try to use the Perksy to see if it can be untempered. If it was tempered, if not, it's just going to do nothing.
Plus,
Keep it in a...
Welcome you to try.
plus, it's not like we're going
Keep it in a
to
kennel?
bring it over there. What's the word? Unwarned. We'd have to do a bunch of paperwork to figure out transport over there.
Whoever's
Or such
keeping it in the
things.
meanwhile because once again, that cannot stay here. I still vote to kill it.
Fair enough. Well, if you still want to attempt...
Oh, I'll
Oops. Ignore that.
This is definitely a
At least it
a
would be a
moral.
good, more
Good
or less
practice.
This is a-
run, or at least visualization for everyone who wants to see how it's done, if they haven't yet before. The whole process. So,
I'm telling you, point that fucking gun at me again and you're out of here. Now, as I was saying, that's not staying, regardless of what you all do. That is a
Understood.
threat. It is not being in this camp any longer. They may attempt to try to untemper if it is, but we don't know if it's tempered. Regardless, it is not staying here. Either find somewhere to put it, or we kill it. I don't care which one.
Understood.
I'm not
So,
asking your
find
opinion.
some place to put it since you want to take ownership of it.
does anyone have a home or anything like that that can...
Preferably
for
someplace
that
where
second?
it's not rooming with other chocobos, just in
I
case.
could. I mean, my
Yeah,
chocobo's a man, I'm
especially
pretty
with
sure he'll get along.
mine, who is not tampered.
Again, not with other chocobos, just in case.
Unless I put my chocobo with a friend, and then I could take that one home with
Oh.
me.
I'm in, that could work.
As long as you make,
You're
as long
friendly.
as you're able to have it understand that if it comes back here, it's not coming out.
Do you have any glacial
You
greens?
understand?
Yes. Not particularly on me at the moment.
Damn. I know we shouldn't have taken them out
understand it saved
for
your
the
life.
extra room
I
with
do.
for the extra fucking
And
lantern
I
oil.
appreciate it, because I'm glad you're still here.
Oh, whatever,
Well,
it's fine.
anyways.
They're an unknown,
They're friendly
and
enough.
We're dealing with a lot of unknown chocobos that have been giving us problems, especially with the entire tempering others or commanding those that are tempered. So, understand. I don't want it.
What is wrong with you?
I don't want them to die.
Alright, here.
I won't let you.
Then take care of it.
Oh boy.
Okay?
Then you
And
take
I
it
stress
home.
this as one of the other fucking guild leads. You aim a gun at anyone here again, and you are not tempered or under some kind of mind affliction, I will personally fucking remove you, Lalafell or not.
If we want to do the untempered practice, we will probably want more of a quiet area.
Yeah, you're right, I do. Don't give me a fucking reason. And stop aiming your fucking guns at people.
Put it away.
Not fucking
now.
toys.
I'm not. So you can put Maximus down. I won't let you.
We've already agreed
Again!
that we're going to relocate Maximus. They're not going to be killed.
Find a place for them. Get them out of here. That's all we're saying. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good.
Did you see it?
Do you understand what
Alright.
I'm saying?
Be silent.
I'm worried I might have accidentally
If we're
activated a
going to do
thing.
this,
We'll
need
do it
some
outside
quiet.
just in case. We'll do it
I don't
outside
see
just
any.
in case.
I don't see any
Have the
ADMs. I
bird
think we're
follow.
fine.
Right.
What kind of race he is,
Alright.
he's still not immune to being infinitely stressed
Here.
by people doing silly things.
care.
And it's a female.
I didn't know you had another chocobo here.
Yeah, go
I should
on.
mention this.
Yeah, I didn't either until somebody said something.
I had her stable, but
Remove.
At the very least, as well, this is a good opportunity to learn a bit better how porksies work.
Indeed, indeed.
Strange.
We'll just make sure we're far enough away from the camp so no one bothers us.
Indeed. We'll need silence, please.
Do you need me
One
to
moment.
channel ether into you? Or do you have it on your own, do you think?
Well,
Do you need us?
wouldn't hurt.
Fair enough.
It'd make it easier.
Understood.
Alright.
At least that way I can properly see what you're doing this time, instead of being incredibly confused.
Yeah, so what we do is I will effectively pump aether into the proxy, and then the proxy will pump aether into the creature to stabilize and to, if there is any quote-unquote corrupted or bad aether, to expel it until it's back to its normal self, full of regular normal aether.
Understood.
Like a nutrition shake or whatever they call it.
More like a purge.
Right. Please, no speaking. We need absolute silence for this one because I don't know how much we'll need.
We've
Alright?
not done a chocobo before.
Are you two ready? Yes.
Ready. On your
Yeah,
signal.
3, 2, 1. And with that, let's now go into the chocobo.
Hold on a sec. We're dealing with the chocobo right now, as you can see.
No change.
Because it's not timbered, it doesn't have a scheme.
Oh, worst case scenario, we just give it a little boost in aether.
I told you.
I fucking told you.
Well, we can never be too sure. Besides, it would...
And also it gives me a better understanding of how the process works.
Indeed.
Either way,
Right. What's going
still
on?
think it'd
Rather
be-
be safe than sorry.
Either way, it probably would be for the best to be.
Not staying here.
That's what I was going to say.
Well.
I think it would still be better for it to
Doesn't
be
need to stay in
relocated for
camp.
now. If anything, for its safety.
Yes. Especially from these.
And you said you had
savages
your,
who murder it.
Careful calling people savages, Guardian. May bring back some
Look
unwanted
who's talking.
memories for people.
I was going to question. We're not.
Really?
Just
Like
going to
never.
get in the
We're not
way.
using
Ah,
for
your
anything, are we?
behavior, you are going to be kicked from the camp. Thank you. Anyway, look,
Right,
Well,
you
you
said
said
you
you
had
had a place
a...
for them, right?
Relocated to a safe
Exactly.
place.
I mean, yeah, if somebody can take my chocobo for the moment, I'll
Understood.
take this
For
one.
your sake, but right now you don't
Alright.
want to be around here.
I was about to say we're not using the lumber mill for anything. Perhaps I can make a nest there.
Preferably
That's a
not
bit
any
too
place close
close.
enough.
True.
Mr.
The
Ned
Rangers
might,
do
be a
frequent this
little
place
worried.
Well,
often.
no, I mean,
What we
it
can
sounds like
do-
it could be a bother to
To
us.
hell what he thinks.
Well, what we can do-
told everyone chocobos are banned from the camp.
What we can do is we can send it to
How
your
old are
place
you
for
again?
a couple of days, and if anything, we can relocate it to
Yes, you.
Old Charlian.
29.
Yeah, someplace
True.
where it'll be safe.
But
Good,
if
'cause you're acting
someone
less than
could
half
like
your
to watch
age.
my chocobo at the moment for
I
them,
don't
and
care.
I would
This-
take this one to my house.
I'll
Act
keep a close
saved
eye.
our lives.
I do want to apologize,
Well,
though.
that's-
I would
now the
have
question is,
informed
what
you
would
about
we-
the chocobo sooner, but
We're
I was
not
actually
But
going
going for
to.
a
We're
week.
finding a place to
I was
put
actually
them
going
so
to
we
talk to you
don't
about
have
that in
to.
private.
Are you not
Fine, I'm just
understanding
pissed.
this part?
I'm just pissed off.
but
Oh, I'm sorry.
you know,
We have to be careful because of all of the tempered chocobos that we don't know are going to whether or not they're going to harm us or not.
Okay,
We
cool.
did the
Come
thing,
with me. We'll just go this
obviously,
way
but
so
we
that
also
way
don't
we
know whether or not this one's ever going to be tempered either. We can't have it in the camp just
Don't
in
worry,
case.
you're gonna be safe.
I understand.
Good.
Sorry. I'm just.
I think I'm beginning to get this
Yes,
animal
I
thing down.
understand. Speaking of being very, very protective.
I'm also getting the feeling.
At my best friend again, I will personally beat your face black and blue.
Oh, for the love of...
He threatened me first.
Enough.
I'm sorry, Luluma threatened you?
He threatened Max.
I get the feeling we might be needed here in a moment.
She said worst case scenario we'd kill it.
Maybe.
That's it. That's my warning. I'm dropping it here.
And if you touch
Exactly.
Maximus, I will drop you here in the ground.
Have you not been listening to what I... You know what?
Enough!
No, here's my problem.
Listen, Maximus will not be harmed. You have this as surety. He will be taken to Old Charlian, where he will be safe.
Well, to that person's house then, old Charlian, because we need to do paperwork.
When he is the reason Iva is not
Ah, that's fine.
corpse on top of the tower.
Is this still going?
Okay.
Yes, he's still going.
Yeah, he kinda pissed Muchacha off, and
Okay.
yeah.
Has it been
I'm sorry to
decided
put my
what
little foot
we're going to
down.
do with
Yes.
the chocobo in the
Yes.
meanwhile?
Yes, we're gonna send it to her place, not her, but the one that went down. And then we're going to fill out the paperwork and talk to the people of Old Charlian. I mean,
See if-
yeah.
So we can get
And move it there.
safer place there, since that's probably a safer place than anywhere in Eorzea, since it's an island and hard to get things in and out.
Yes, and
Okay.
they'll test it and check it there as well, just in case. And we'll make sure we put the
Alright.
proper paperwork in.
Yes.
Then let's start making this happen so we can be done with this argument of the Guardian pissing off every other fucking person in the camp.
Yeah, I get I get the feeling that we're going to have to do work today in terms of fixing people. I just get that distinct feeling.
It'll be fine, yeah.
Flashbacks of the building when he being adamant about his architectural decisions.
What will do? Here, go find, what's her name? Bring her back here so we can go to her place and then you can find her friend who can take her bird.
Everyone at the camp and he's this close to getting kicked out.
Alright, I'll go see if I can find them.
I'll keep watch over the bird.
Mm.
And then we'll head out
I don't...
that way for a
You
second.
think you'd have more tact?
Yep.
Like, we've
Or
got
we
no
can go to
peaceful
Jazz
solution.
instead
Why
and
the fuck is he
teleport.
still fighting?
Exactly, considering that
I thought I was done with stable keep when I was out of Laberintos, but I guess not. Regardless, Laberintos is probably going to be a good place for them. Simulation of their more or less natural habitat. It's got to find there.
And yeah, there was a green chocobo.
Nope, not in there. Where are they?
Wouldn't necessarily be.
Hello. Don't mind me. Just looking around for someone. That thing is kind of annoying. Where did they go? Where did they go? They bugger out the... Maybe they went off the tower. my one assumption.
I can understand that. I don't know what I'd do without my old.
Nope.
But, you know,
Yep, there they are. Oh. Have we seen our friend who's offering their stables and trying to grab them so we can get the bird out of here as fast as we can, as possible before someone said something and the Guardian decides to shoot someone for some fucking reason. Alright. You're doing alright, by the way. Just to check.
No.
Understandable.
Honestly
I want to fucking punch the guy myself, to be honest, but here's a gun I don't.
I just need him to understand the consequences of his actions and the fact that I don't like when anyone threatens my friend. Sorry, I broke character for a moment.
You're fine. Hmm. I'll leave you the...
Let's go find her.
Alright. I've looked all over town. I don't know where the heck they've gone. I'm assuming they must have walked somewhere out of town. Unless they circled around and managed to sneak past me up there. That's a possibility.
Let's find out.
The Guardian is now crying about how it's the closest thing he has. I'm not dealing with it.
Understandable.
Kind of more on the lower end of what I usually would research and.
So we're having a bit of trouble finding our stable friend.
Well, if anything, we'll inform them on the way back, so... We'll just link Pearl.
Alright.
When we're, yeah, here. Alright. Maximus, I believe you were called. Let's head out.
I know he named him first, but I feel like you should probably name him as well, Ava. If you're willing, of course.
I think Maximus is a fine name.
True, it isn't.
It sounds like your name. Except not generated out of an insult.
True. Here, let's head out this way.
Alright.
Right.
Whoever wants to come can come.
Oh, there she is. I found her. I guess, Oh, we're looking for you. We want to basically get the bird out of here as soon as we can. Oh, you're fine,
Yeah.
No worries.
No, it's all good. Here.
No, the ether's dying on me, so I apologize.
Understandable. Yeah, we just want to see if we can get them out of town before Saman gets overly emotional and shoots someone with a gun.
Luluma goes crazy. Anyways, we're gonna go up towards Foundation real quick, and then it'll be real quick because we could just take a faster ship.
Hopefully,
we'll be right there.
Hopefully the what is the word? Hopefully the paperwork shouldn't take too long, and you'll have your stables back fairly soon. We just need somewhere to hold them while we fill it out.
Watching my chocobo, she holds out a chocobo whistle. That's for her.
I
Can you watch mine while I watch this one, or?
slight issue. We'd kind of be back where we started.
realize they're being
To be honest.
taken to Crystal's place, right?
Well,
To be
here, we'll talk on the way back.
Yeah,
Here,
we'll-
if you wanna
we'll
follow
figure
me
it out.
So we can head over to
If
Foundation. We can
anything,
talk on the
you
way
could
then.
probably visit.
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
Well, that's,
So I guess I'm following you
whoever
guys?
wants to go can come. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll be heading this way.
I'll stay in town to explain it to people if they're worried.
Come on, buddy.
Sure. I'll watch your bag.
I'll see you next time, alright, Maximus?
Oh. Actually, no, you're not going to Charlie. Never mind. Ignore me. I was going to give you more research, but, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Stay safe. Whew.
I've heard of a couple guys with pompadours like that that are some of the most badass people in the fucking world.
Oh yeah.
You'll find a few samurai that have some weird fucking hair.
And the weird thing is that they
Hello.
also like attribute all their power to their hair. So if
Hello.
you just cut it off, they become powerless.
I never understood that.
Yeah.
I have unfortunately seen it way too many times. Being
I feel like they're
a
just being
non-Spanish
real
samurai.
Oh, afraid, they don't want to go to
That's
the barber shop
100% what
again.
it is, but I also think it's like a placebo effect because it's like as soon as you cut a single hair, they're like, I've lost all my power.
Listen, everything about a
God,
samurai
yeah.
is drama.
I forgot for a moment that you're tiny now. Threw me off for a second.
I'm not tiny.
Uh-oh.
This is a normal
Really?
height for a
But
Lalafell.
I do know that
Yeah?
it's
I'm so
it's a
tempted.
culture thing with their hair that they have
Fuck it,
like
I'm
a
gonna
ponytail.
do it. Don't do it.
I'm doing
Don't.
it. I'm
No.
doing it.
No.
Too late.
Ah.
Too late.
Pompadour.
In my
Damn.
arms.
Yeah? Yeah, pompadour.
I mean, you'll
Um,
never see
moving
me
down.
when
Half
it
of
works.
you.
Yeah,
Half
this
of
is
you.
probably temporary. I don't know if you
Oh,
can go
yeah,
back or
no.
not.
Now.
If he has enough
I
money
won't
for another
doubt
one.
it.
Don't forget.
I'll allow it.
So I think it's just a Kagane tradition.
Don't give me that
they,
look. I made a comment and then he
absolutely. They
specifically
don't
made a
trim
comment to
their
correct.
hair,
Of course I was gonna do it.
Ah.
Not short, but it's very common.
Oh, think about it. Now you have all the
really
more
common.
reason, more drive to. If you wanted to turn back, you can probably do that.
Oh
to
yeah,
her
I
when you
completely
go back to your
forgot.
normal.
I
Karage, anyone?
can't even hold my axe.
please.
I mean, if you're gonna go back to your normal stature, normal size, you can do that to her now. You can. Take her
I haven't had anything other than the rice.
Well, don't fill it too much because apparently we're doing
It's a community cook.
Hi.
Also,
Oh,
I
gotcha.
don't pick her up.
I'll just
She
try a little bit.
Climbs on me. Different.
Yes, it's been a while.
Neb.
Oh, she'll probably say something
Oh,
risky.
I just wanted to let you know we got the chocobo out of here. We're bringing it somewhere else to temporary room and board, and then we're going to see if we
Yes,
can.
Gridania.
Also, yes, that is very
Yeah,
good.
and then after that, we're going to see if we can. Well, I wouldn't.
Can I talk to you real quick?
I think I forget where they're going, but we're going to bring it somewhere for temporary room and board, and then we're going to do some paperwork, see if we can get it sent to Charlie, and because that's probably the safest place where we can put it.
I don't think it's.
Everything coming in and out is monitored.
wanted me to fetch you for something.
Not everything has to include
Oh, where is she?
intercourse.
Follow me.
Have fun. Come here for a second.
Let's have a look.
Everything has to do with intercourse.
Yes.
It's just gonna shove a bit of fried chicken in your mouth. Go on.
Good shit.
In short situations, that's what.
How have you been?
Huh?
How have you been, Melody? How was Thavnair?
The trip was fun. I didn't win the bet, which was kind of saddening. But Mark didn't win either. No one threw up.
Oh, okay. I want to devour the chicken.
Neither of them threw up, so you know.
There's
I'm getting
chicken.
fried chicken.
That's no fun.
Ah,
Good night.
I mean, it's fun for them. They didn't throw up, but not fun for us.
Don't have too much. It's gonna be like a cookout
But
thing.
I suppose.
it was fun. We got
We're gonna
to.
be attending.
Aster was very excited to look around while they were figuring out if they have one spare to give us,
Yes,
give
I
one to
can
us.
imagine.
We showed them all the
What do you
cool
think
sights we've
that
seen.
one has?
I mean, I guess like
Mood's a little bit dampered with the
something
guy pointing a gun at people, but
keep all the muscles in their legs for the jumping, that whole thing.
it's dealt with, which is the good thing.
One more reason. One more reason. Don't beat him into the dirt.
Holy shit!
Ugh.
I am not sure what's going on.
Put the pan down. Shit.
Chill.
I was going to say, Victor, are you
giving me
terribly
PTSD of
busy?
Skittles?
Only
Me?
reason I held
Yeah.
back was for half of Nabokka.
Nothing
Mm.
So I
specific.
figured I
Just
just
jump
have
on
a bit
top
more
of the tower
paperwork
and I
than
can't
he
lift it. I'm
needs
so
right now.
You missed it though.
Imagine you shove an
When
entire
Josh
can full of
yelled at him
shit.
something
You know, it's
awful.
supposed to be eaten piece by piece, right?
Good.
Would you like some of
Good.
this? No, I did not know. I just
Good, I'm
usually
glad.
eat the whole entire plate.
Yeah.
Right back. I'm gonna go see if they need help.
I think that's the angriest I've ever seen them. Which is understandable. They pointed the gun at their friend.
Yes, well, yes. Yes, it's quite understandable.
I'd probably kill someone if they pointed the gun at Mark.
Nerve.
My talents go unappreciated here.
Mm-hmm.
No.
How is that your first reaction?
That's how I eat.
It's
That's
just
always
immediate
how I've been
escalation to
eating.
violence. Oh, don't you come in here. Good.
From
Mm.
training to here.
Saw him outside.
No, you're fine.
I don't. It boggles my mind as to how that.
Yeah.
Fucking Guardians.
What are you two talking about?
The
Fucking Guardian.
he pointed gun at us when he tried to bring a chocobo in town, and we told him no. I say us, I more Laluma, but
I had to get my chocobo
I wasn't there at the
out
time.
and get it to.
If I'm gonna be completely honest,
He kind of just swings those things around like they're toys.
He kind of does.
Starts when we tell him no, we can't have the thing in town. He starts saying, "You're not going to kill it, you fucking savages," sort of talk. Which is,
Zen, what did you do?
and then continue to not understand that we're not taking it from him. We're just putting it somewhere safer, so it doesn't cause trouble. We're literally putting it in probably the safest location possible.
The power of making the
I wonder if we can get it put in Laberintos. That might be actually best location rather than up on the actual
I'm taking
island.
the rest of this
That's
over
where all
to the
the people who know
communal
take care of these and such.
Perhaps, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. There are rare. It's fine. I've not seen too many colored chocobo. I've never seen a
Maybe
green
like
one.
some of this chicken
So,
before I take it over to the to the communal kitchen.
oh, I'd love some. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anger dissolving chicken.
Quite nice.
Yes, it. I imagine the scientists would be quite keen on getting a chance to look at them because you don't see too many green chocobos in nature.
I could imagine.
Yeah, so it'd be good opportunity to study how their behaviors differ from standard chocobo. I'm not a biologist myself, or whatever the term is. Is it biology? You get what I mean. I don't study animals.
Yeah.
I'm a cartographer.
Probably. I'd have to take your word for it.
I make maps. That's what I don't. I don't look at animals.
Myself.
Mm.
Well, aetherologist, I suppose.
But yeah, I'm assuming it shouldn't be too hard.
Yes, but I would raise some concerns at inviting a Garlean to Charlian.
As in, you
I'm-
shouldn't do it.
I mean, we're not inviting him. We're inviting his bird.
Well, yes, but then that
And
gives
it-
him reason to go over, and I'd rather he not have that.
I mean, if he wants to
Anyways,
visit,
who
he has to.
decided that it was his bird? Did he just claim it?
I'm assuming that's it. He just caught it and claimed it and named it.
Just like a galleon. Always taking what isn't theirs.
Yeah. I imagine it probably wouldn't be the most easy for him to get to Old Charlie, and given he has to fill out the paperwork and actually convince the fucking I'm bad at official titles. The person at the gate convinced him that he has actual official reason to be there. There's a lot of like writing and paperwork and like 15 forms you have to fill out.
We are back.
Welcome back.
The immigration officer.
That's the word. Thank you. Horrible at titles.
What is my back?
Also, Ina, I just want to let you know your
Where did you leave it again?
departure was really funny right after Zen ran up and was trying to
Yeah, let me go grab it.
Oh, I was gone before she came over to talk to me.
Thank you.
it was very
That's the
amusing
horrible.
to see her run up to you, say hi, and then you just go.
Wait, yeah, all I did.
But I know, I get it. I ever want to visit Mass?
In a couple of 10 minutes.
You have some fat legs on you.
One word.
Backpack.
Peloton.
Backpack.
Right. Yes. that
thank
makes
you.
sense. That makes sense.
Let me help you get it
Yeah,
on.
the power is a Peloton. Wait. It works! I cannot take it off and put it back on.
Oh, you fixed the quick removal
Congratulations,
straps.
You figured out how to take off a backpack.
Oh, he was working on the
Congratulations.
he was working on the thing, so it makes it easier for us to take on and off, like in the
got
quick manner.
Stuck on. It's not my fault. You see, there was the quick release
Of course.
button.
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Didn't work. I was supposed to be able to click it.
Yes, got stuck.
Pop
so
off,
It became a slow
and
release.
Well, more like a
Or a
permanent
no
stay
release.
on, a no release. Yes.
Right.
A no release button. That's why I had it on at all times, even when I was sleeping.
Ooh.
You know what it feels like to lay on your stomach with like about 20 pounds, possibly 30 pounds worth of equipment on your back?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, you understand then.
I do. Yes.
You know, in hindsight, I realize I probably could have just put my backpack.
It sucks so much.
Yes.
It occurs to me I probably could have just taken my backpack and just put it underneath it while you were laying down on your back. That way it wouldn't be crushing you.
Well, I hope you found it. Actually, I need to go over there and check something.
Well, I guess. Oh,
I'd say it's 2020.
I'm missing
I'll
a few things.
Yeah, miss.
Also, that reminds me.
I heard that you did have a bit of fruit.
We
to
still
restore
need
data.
to roll the dice for the fun thing, right?
Yes, when we have everyone together, we can do that.
Nice.
I don't know where Victor
Oh,
went.
right,
I think
yes.
I saw him run off.
Eternal
somewhere, so-
gambling.
Well, it shouldn't be bad.
The Eorzean spirit way.
Well, I mean, we had one voucher for something.
Yes,
and
yes,
there was four of us, not three of us, because the other just fucking ran off with the money.
Gear.
I remember the days.
So, yes, I kind of realized I kind of need armor after
Yeah.
fighting.
You.
So,
So,
How's things?
You know, people laughed at us for keeping lights with us, but you know it worked out in the end.
With a green chocobo, there was an issue, but the green chocobo is apparently heading to safety now. I think. I guess.
it is safe, not heading to safety. It is safe.
It is safe. There we go. Even better.
Okay.
I mean, the researchers are going to have a field day. It was giving out Aether
Ooh.
to those around it.
Really?
Ah, then they'll definitely be very interested.
Apologies for no there because I've been busy elsewhere and haven't been around here in quite a while.
So.
As usual.
Very useful little guy. Anyways.
Just had I think the most recent thing was there was a uninvited guest.
Let me know if you
going to see if we
need help
can
with
do
the paperwork later. If we both fill it out, it gets done faster.
True. It'll be the three of us.
Exactly. Yeah,
so.
you know how hard those things are to break.
Yes. If you require help with paperwork.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you, but
Don't
if you want
ask
to help
me.
as well, Okay, never mind.
I've done my fair share of paperwork. I wish not to continue it.
Like, a quarter of our job is paperwork.
I'm feeling hungry.
True.
I think that's a quarter of most people's job in Old Charlian.
It's true.
The bureaucracy is
When the
immense.
stacks of paper are taller than him, I mean...
Is there
I mean, taller than us sometimes.
anything else I miss? Or
Don't remind me.
What was that?
What? Yes, our paperwork sometimes is taller than you.
Unless it's all individual stuff.
Ah.
I don't think so. Oh,
Right.
I mean, Neb decided
And
to try
there was a
out-
couple
that's
times
not
that
much
was
of a
even taller
stretch.
than Melody and us.
yeah, I see
Wow.
that. Yeah.
Good luck with
That's
that.
the final days
No,
were
we
not
don't
a
have to
fun
do it
time.
now. Don't remind me, please. Don't say those words. So much paperwork. One time a stack fell over and someone had to swim out.
Oh, yeah, with the courtship thing.
Oh.
A sea of paper cuts.
He almost died.
Listen. Wait, listen.
Yeah. I'm not gonna deal with it. Bullshit. So.
Listen to what?
Sincerely apologize for my behavior.
You're going to need to do a hell of a lot better than that.
Okay, he's not here.
What are you looking for?
Just Neb.
On the
We have supplies coming in.
I didn't
Why was your first reaction to draw a gun? Tell me that.
I overheard her wanting to kill it. And my protective instincts kicked in, not even thinking, and
Yes, your famed Garlean protective instincts.
I care for that.
Apparently we're fighting something.
I don't want to ask for your forgiveness.
I'll have to get back into more details about it.
Well, if you don't want to, then why are you doing it?
I know it is, and it's frustrating as all hell.
And I don't think
Well,
it's
why don't you
Ryan
go
that
figure that out
decided
then?
on it, because I remember, Kane was here
For
from
everything.
the other star.
I've turned my weapons in,
We're grabbing a bunch of people.
Good.
and I will be away for a while.
And I have volunteered as tribute.
Alright, well, keep me apprised.
I will.
Hmm?
Do better. Those things I said. I sincerely apologize. Deeply.
I will get more
Deeply.
information.
If anything, any information you get, give it to Aster. She can give it to me. She can get it to me quicker.
Going to have to do a lot better than words to earn my forgiveness. After what you and your people done.
Apparently we're having a community cookout.
I'll make it up for you
There probably won't be
in the
staying
next
for long,
rate.
So I'm gonna be heading back to Charlotte.
promise.
So, just plan here, popping in to say hi.
I will put myself first. I will put.
Why did I stick around?
Do that, I won't say no.
Turning yourself into a martyr is a terrible way to gain forgiveness. Show your care for the people of these lands and beyond through action.
No.
By doing something. But martyring yourself.
You can't
No
do
way.
anything if you're dead.
What happened was that Athena was in.
One less bastard dead.
I'm aware
One less
Athena was
bastard
there.
to
I
worry about.
saw her. We
gave
saw
a
her.
flower.
Is that what you think we want?
She gave a flower to a blue Digimon, I think by the name of Gaugao.
Death?
Kane
More
saw the
death?
flower, destroyed the
After
flower,
everything?
And whatever powdery shit was in the flower got into Kane,
No.
and Kane got cancer.
No. Damn it.
That's not how tempering works. Okay.
Fuck my emotions.
That's what happened.
We can't keep tempering doesn't work like this. More tempered. This is bullshit. Tempering doesn't work like this. Tempering works as a primal altering the individual's ether. Basically bending it to the primal's ether.
What
so that the primal can control
can
it.
I do to make
Yeah, but you gotta also remember that other star. Yeah, and the other star can do some random other bullshit.
That's what you need to figure out.
Athena might have figured out that
Because
there
I
was
cannot
some,
give it to you.
You know.
Otherwise, what's the
Yeah, I've been
point?
hearing that people with the echo are also getting tempered, and that's also not necessarily supposed to be yours.
Show the same love and
Now that you know,
compassion
look
that
into
you
that.
showed your people.
Because in all the history,
To
we
those
have
who
never
spent years under boot and thumb the Garlean Empire.
But apparently it's also reasonably easy to break it.
Those who spent years
that tells me it's
fearing
not tempering, it's
attacks.
more of someone trying to mess with your mind.
Those who lost
Not
loved
tempering.
ones.
Sounds like more like
Friends,
like a
family.
mind-affecting, altering effect.
I'm aware.
I'd like to give you confirmation that it isn't.
You don't need to remind me.
Maybe I do.
Have a fucking egg.
Have you been back
somehow got the
to
temperature
Garabania or Doma?
having an what was it in
Amulet?
Ether shard? No.
Have you ever faced the people there?
Crystals? The big Orosite.
Yes.
Yeah,
Witness
a
them
lot of
stone each
weird
other.
And then
shit to kind of deal
Asta,
with
here,
it.
here's the worst part. Asta was tempered. And I had
Then
to kind
perhaps
of
you should go
knock it
back.
out of them. It did work, but I just wanted to make sure that it was out, so I used the Orosite on her.
Isn't that a
We
good
had a
idea?
stressful couple of weeks.
But I suppose as
Alright.
penance.
I'm gonna go and do
So
some
be it.
research then. I'll see you later. Figure things
If I'm
out.
not the smartest, I would say, from what their description is, that if they're not like I don't know if Athena's able to transfer
I will do better.
maybe their ether onto that flower and that kind of tampered
I
with
don't
them.
expect forgiveness from my people,
I don't know.
I'm going inside.
but I will do better.
Alright. Keep me apprised. I'll see you guys later.
Aye, aye.
See you around, Aster.
I'll take up what you say.
Farewell.
Do you want
They've returned
context
to
for
their
what happened?
default low. Never to be seen. Never mind. No, I'm just kidding.
I think I can gather enough.
Yeah, he-
Threaten someone or something.
he pointed the gun at Naluma.
Sounds about right.
Lovely.
So tired of that Garlean.
I know we used to all be tired of Garleans, but we have to learn to. Kind of have to learn to live with them. It's hard. I know.
Coexistence goes both ways. If they can't learn to live with us, we definitely don't need to learn to live with them.
You're telling me that.
And pointing a gun isn't exactly coexisting.
That too, yeah.
I mean, you're right, but how many times have we pointed a blade at someone?
At
Over
our
what?
own
A
guild
beast?
master?
Have you?
Yeah, no.
Not at my friends who I know are friendly, but innocent people. much more forgiving than I.
I don't believe I've ever attacked an innocent person of my own free will.
Never wanted to attack an innocent person.
What?
It's all perspective, isn't it? Who's good and who's not. By the way, so I heard there's food being made, and I'm fucking starving.
Yes.
Yes, if we could please stop talking about this fucking Galleon.
Food.
Where did Bella go?
I think I'd appreciate that.
They made chicken. It's really good.
Bella?
You did? Or...
No, not me. It's Bella, I think.
She's the one making
something. Who's cooking?
I'm assuming I'm not getting names wrong. I have a tendency to do that.
I'd say Bella's gyoza. They were quite nice.
I mean, I know they can.
Where's your brother get off to?
I actually have no idea. He sort of walked in a direction, and I heard the guy apologizing, so I wanted to see what it was about.
I have no idea. And I only got here for.
I think he's just sort of
not long, but
talking with
less
people,
than
figuring out stuff.
Less than 30 minutes or something like that. I don't know.
Sarai has praised me of some things going on the other side.
With all the shit going on.
The other
Not
side?
exactly,
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. I'm gonna go find
Oh, right there.
Oh, she's been...
I need to interview them.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with you.
Yes.
I need to practice my pictomancy.
I believe she was on her way out. You might still be able to catch her, but otherwise, we get in contact with her.
I need to
Send her a message of a link parole.
Yeah, if they're busy right now, I don't need to bother them right now. I just need to get an interview about since they're from our side of the coin, so to say. I want to interview them about. I also need to interview you as well, since you also went over. I was told. I want to see
Yes.
Yeah. That's good. That's 2 points of contrast. They've been over for extended. You've been for short term. Need to effectively get medical reports. See if any strange afflictions. How you felt. I know the basics of what you said. You said a different thing over there instead of aether. But
A lack of aether, yes.
yeah. So we want to know. Basically a maximum of everything that's happened when you go through, so that if for some reason we decide to set up an expedition, which is probably going to happen, we can keep people safe, no one gets hurt, and we don't hurt the people on the other side either. Data is important. But if Miss Sarai is busy, I don't want to bother them with what is probably a hour-long conversation. I can just bug them some other time of the week.
Possibly. She does often, or has recently been often, staying in Old Charlian, so...
I'm probably going to have to go over there, since we're bringing the... they found a green chocobo.
Yes.
And so we can't keep it here, obviously, but we want to see if we can bring it to Old Charlian, because one, safe place, safer than probably anywhere here in Eorzea, because anything that comes in and out has got to come out in through boats, heavily monitored. Plus we got basically a giant terrarium down there with labyrinthos. Secondarily, the scientists there will be very excited to see this specimen, because you don't find green chocobos too often. So this is a great opportunity to learn its behaviors, how it acts in the wild.
Study its diet and see what sort of food it might have eaten to gain such plumage. Not change that over time.
Apparently I think Mark was saying that something about it being able to use it like channel aether, I think, something like that. Someone said that. I remember that being said earlier.
Are known to be able to
yes, I believe your
channel
brother
different
said
sorts of magics.
It was giving off aether.
That's the wording.
Oh.
Yes.
Interesting.
Very fascinating.
Perhaps a particularly powerful one, though. That would imply that there's a good chance that it was trained to do so. Most chocobo, well, it's very rare for them to be able to use magic in such a manner. At least without assistance.
Well, if it was
Maybe do a few
trained,
good tricks.
if it was trained, then it's better somewhere safe than out in the wild, anyways.
Listen, I'm curious.
How are you feeling?
I taught my little one how to.
Are you doing all right?
Feeling alright at the moment? Yes.
Good.
Should I not be?
From
was it that
everything that
she made?
happened before, when you were exhausted, I was just making sure you're all right.
Alright, I'll look forward to myself.
After
sleeping okay?
finally getting some rest. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, I thought they were asking since you went to Thavnair using the special method.
Yes. That's out.
I'm quite
But I
disappointed
have
in that, you know.
slowly been catching back up on sleep.
Quite disappointed.
If anything comes out of this
What,
kitchen
that I
and
didn't
Lulu
throw
made
my
it,
guts
don't
out?
eat it.
Yes.
Because I did.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten so much before we left.
Well,
Would this help?
maybe
Pulled out a
they
cheesy bacon.
fixed the process.
I'm still sad that I didn't win the bet.
Very nearly, but thankfully those strings you
Mhm.
provided certainly helped quite a bit.
Thank you for not throwing up. You would have lost me money.
That's what I was worried about.
Not even hungry for a
You should have gone
I'm
out a
glad you
bigger
had
bet.
confidence in me.
Hmm.
Ryder?
Aster.
Yes, me. Oh, goodness.
So,
Everything alright
what
with
was
you?
this about something
Not a
Lulu
large
made?
bottle.
Not what she made, but what she's going to make. Apparently, she's going to convince Mr. Neb to join her in cooking.
Oh, both of them decided
Ooh.
to work together
I've had
unanimously.
a hell of a week
yes,
already,
yes.
Aster.
Do not eat whatever she makes.
See, I'm sorry to hear that.
What if I'm curious?
Just thought you might be interested to know if you hadn't
How
seen her.
strong's your
Mr.
stomach?
I stopped by.
You'd be surprised, actually.
Of chicken.
She.
That's not an answer. How
What
strong
does
is
she
your
want?
stomach?
Anything?
Yeah, she wanted
I
to
was
talk.
able to eat.
Brought
what
some
was it?
news.
It was like a special kind of cheese that almost no one's
Oh,
able
what
to stomach.
news?
Was it Gubu cheese?
News of
Remember that correctly?
a mutual, well, I wouldn't
Hold on.
call them a friend,
I
but
want you to imagine,
someone you've
eating
been
raw chicken.
talking to.
okay?
Oh,
That's been
okay.
seasoned with things it probably shouldn't.
The other one, the one
and
that,
served
tried to
as
kill
a
us all.
tartare.
Huh?
The tartar.
Mm.
Poultry
Yeah.
should never be served as a tartare.
You should be careful. You should come back and talk to us all about
I'll
it.
keep the warning in mind, but I'm still very
Keep us
curious.
appraised.
Now,
We're spending much more time over there than we
somehow,
are.
she cooked it, and it still was raw.
How long did she
Basically,
cook it for?
That's the thing. I don't know,
sure.
Nothing wrong.
but I'm fairly certain that half the kitchen was burned.
Alright.
Oh, so should we just have like protection at
Oh.
the kitchen or something?
Someone's here to see you.
Always. Just be very, very careful.
Hey.
Because she
noted.
doesn't follow
I was looking for
recipes.
Illuma
She
technically,
follows her gut.
but that
Oh.
does work.
I probably
no,
shouldn't have
that's-
assumed. My
That sounds like
apologies.
it's going to be funny.
It's alright.
For whoever
And I
eats
think we
it.
could. I think we could do with a bit of funny right now.
Alright, Dad.
It's his daughter.
Ah. Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me. There was something I needed to ask you about, like a few weeks back, actually, but like completely slipped my mind.
Do you know when they're going
Start
to?
sprinkling
told
liquid
Illuma
over the
about what
kitchen.
recently has been going on, or no?
So, the day after the dungeons, we were all sort of wiped out and you went to sleep. You sort of got back up and weren't talking as yourself.
Yeah, you mentioned it. I don't know what she said or did, truthfully, while I was asleep.
They talked with Ryder and I think his son, they said he was.
It's my job. You can't save any for me? I'm insulted.
They were saying that. You were saying that you were their wife? Or I guess not you, I don't know. I've not encountered something like that before.
That is.
Alright.
I am definitely not married. I don't know exactly the particulars, but she has spoken with a few others before.
I'm not gonna watch.
Mostly him.
I don't want to relive that trauma.
And it's not anything dangerous or bad, or we should be worried about.
Like I did the other day.
Fair.
No, I'm fairly certain she's sort of
Funny. It was
just
my first day outside.
trying to
I was
keep
in
me alive,
Arcala City
despite
when it
some of my
happened.
best efforts.
It was a whole thing.
Alright, that's a bit. It's a bit. What's the word? Relieving. That's the word.
Yes. Yes, I believe she's mostly trying to commune and get in contact with that one. I don't really know the details.
Yeah. You can imagine our surprise when we're just sort of, you finally go to sleep, and then a little bit later, Bunchacha comes running over. It's like, hey, is this normal? This is very, very strange. Kind of panicking, rightfully. It's good to know that it's not a bad medical condition.
No, I don't believe I've had particularly many issues with sleepwalking. Or claiming to be someone who I am not.
Yeah. I've also noted that I checked you over after it was done with. When that happened last time, there was a slight change in your aether. Like a slight more influence of light aether than not. But it faded. It seemed like it was fading when you went back to sleep. And you seem fine now. But it's
There's a few.
very strange.
There's a few of us heading out. There's
Oh?
apparently something coming this way that we have to kill.
Should
It was a beast.
Alright.
And we're gonna kill it and keep the meat.
Hello.
So.
I'd recommend you come. Just
You're referring to Camellia, right?
If that's her name, then yes, I was just checking with her to make sure that everything was fine with that, since I don't know how that is. Now we know from both your account and hers that it's completely fine. And I was kind of a fool for worrying about it.
She's not really... no, I don't... the first few times it happened, well, I don't have any memory of it ever happening. It's the sort of the thing. It's like falling asleep. Actually, I think it is something to do with falling asleep. Like losing consciousness. There have been a few times where I've been in the middle of something and then things happen and he tells me later that I said something that I can't recall ever saying, or something that doesn't make any sense to me.
It was, your eyes were also glowing, and so were the marks on your face were a bit different.
Something to do with her appearance, I can only assume. I can't exactly claim to be particularly familiar with her, but from those few glimpses into your past that we saw when we passed through your family's home, she had a look about her, bright, brilliant eyes and markings that shone with a metallic light. So, can only assume.
Hi, Dad. And I heard you're in a funk.
having a bit of trouble.
What do you think is...
With what?
Well, obviously it's an intentional effect, but I'm wondering what is allowing this.
The few things that they have shared with me as to what she said, if I we were able to coax it out. Or coax her out, I suppose. Sat and began meditating, a deep meditation. Complete clearing of the mind. And then it was like falling asleep suddenly. Each time I fall asleep, I see a place, like a sea of stars. As far as the eye can see, no one else is there, and occasionally I have heard a voice, and I believe to be hers.
I've been doing a bit of research with the other little...
I have a... See, what I study with like with what I study, that's a lot to do with stars and such. I wonder if I could divine anything if I did like a card reading for you. I'm not the most trained in such things. I'm more use it for the combat applications of astrology, but I
can't exactly claim to know anything, but I would not be opposed. As far as I can tell, it's moments in which I am either unconscious, he specifically is in some form of mortal danger or a serious condition. One of the first times I think he mentioned seeing something happen and not having an explanation for what I was saying. Something that sounded too personal, too familiar. He had been pretty severely injured and I was healing him and was well drained of aether. It was before the portal had opened and this area had been mostly drained, if you recall the reports from a few months back. I had drained a great deal of my aether and was unable to pull upon the surroundings as there was none. And in the middle of casting a spell to try and seal some of his wounds to try to give him more time, I recall coming in and out of consciousness a bit. Afterwards, he said that I had said some things to him and that my eyes glowed for a moment.
Why don't you explain to your dear old dad what you've been through?
Let's see if there's actually, I've been incredibly rude. Do you want me to look into the subject? I should probably ask that before I start proposing tests and theories and
Truthfully, you're the only one who's really offered outside of Miss Sarai, and even then, Miss Sarai has little knowledge of such things. The only other thing that was ever mentioned was that Miss Sarai had specifically asked Camellia if why she was doing this, why she was communicating, and she had said specific things about Ryder. Something about bringing him home and watching over him.
Which makes sense since there is.
I should also
his wife.
mention.
So you've entered into a
It does make
polyamorous
sense.
relationship?
She's dead.
She's
yes.
Genuinely
It's a touchy subject. I do.
been very
Be careful with it if you discuss it with him.
technically one of these
That's
me and
interesting. Oh, one moment. I need to enter a phone in my brain.
Just so you know,
Yo.
you have your dad's full support.
Can you bring it down? I'm in, or stick it in the microwave. I'm in VR. Thank you.
I think Void is still trying
Love you.
to figure out.
Oh, okay.
Void is
Well,
still very much trying to wrap his head
They can handle themselves. They've got a healer with them. I know. I'm just saying. Just be
Sorry
ready
about
when you
that.
come back all injured.
Well, heal them, I'm sure. They said they wanted to go hunting or something. They were very unclear with their words as to what was happening.
And I'm good.
To be fair, they didn't really get a good description of what was coming up here. They were just saying some large beast is coming up from the shroud, so...
Who knows?
Who knows at that
Could be
point?
anything. Knowing the shroud, it could be anything from a wayward treant, though they tend to not wander too far. Perhaps a gooboo.
I don't know. It looked like a giant bear.
That's my issue, Dad. They attacked a 14-year-old, and what I did is one of them has an X mark in their shoulder, and
No, it's really not. I don't know
It's his
what to tell
favorite.
you. His favorite?
It's
Specifically.
I very much went Mother Bear on them.
Pretty much his favorite, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Regardless, we'll be prepared should they come back.
Yeah.
I definitely support you, dear.
Where was I?
Thanks, Skittles.
Stand. Oh! She had mentioned that Sarai had asked how she was doing this, or something along the likes. I was unconscious, so I had no idea what exactly the wording of it was, but apparently she had said something about
Thank you, Skittles.
me being incomplete. Makes sense given what we know of the Sundering. You are familiar with this, yes?
Not too familiar?
You are familiar with the reflections, then?
Yes, I know the reflections.
Yes, that the world itself was split into 14 pieces.
Much as I wish to continue.
That correlates to all of us. And that there have been, do you recall the reports of Asians, their nature? Ancient beings from the world before, or sort of. How they would try to take these reflections and rejoin them with our world, the source.
I didn't know that was what they were doing, but I know they were just really old beings that were causing chaos and problems and death and calamity.
Well, that's how they would do it. And they would try to cause instability. I can't claim to be an expert on the subject, especially given I have yet to properly see one. But from what Miss Sarai and Ryder and many of the others who were part of the heroes' party, they would cause these rejoinings to try to make the world whole enough so that way they could resurrect some sort of ancient primal, an ancient god named Zodiar. One that had been sealed away. Apparently it's been destroyed, but I don't know much of the details there. Miss Sarai sort of did that thing where she glazes over a very important part of a story. It's like, oh yes, and they've resurrected him, and then the Asian
For what?
oh, it's like funny something. I don't remember his name.
I thought you died.
Regardless,
And only
one of the Asians took over this ancient being, incomplete as he was, and they destroyed it. Which also apparently might have been a catalyst for the final days.
Oh, okay, I'm getting a better picture of things. During the final days, like, all of us, like, even before it started happening proper, we were going back and forth, bringing things to Labyrinthos, gathering everything for some project, up until they mentioned, hey, we're vacating everyone to the moon, because it's the end of the world. And we're going to start searching space for some solution to this. Or somewhere better to live, rather. And then that didn't happen. And the heroes party went up in Fortuno's teeny tiny toy boat and go kill something.
Yes, the
people stopped turning into giant monsters. Mm.
going to go look.
I think they ended up naming it the Ragnarok, I think was the name they went with. I'm still a fan of calling it the teeny tiny
That sounds
toy
familiar.
boat.
Yes, I believe they mentioned something about the Starship Ragnarok or something.
Mm-hmm.
Starship, that's right. Not Starboat, Starship.
I'm not too sure.
That was off the tongue quite nice, that word.
Mm-hmm. But, sorry, got you off topic.
No, it's fine. Mostly just that she was using the nature of ours
I've had to
being sundered people.
but
I think it was.
I needed to because they're now.
This is scheming way. The beast has been dealt with. We're about to start dragging it back to camp.
There you go.
That's fine.
Oh.
Those are kind of like it comes for me.
Glad to say that their hunting went well.
In technology, but
Anyone injured if you're...
You missed out on it, but...
Oh, you missed out, okay.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
God damn it. Sorry.
There are plenty of beasts out there, and if you gain enough of a, reputation with any of the grand companies, they do often post hunt bills, creatures that they specifically want dealt with. If you're so inclined to go and hunt down dangerous beasts.
Yeah, could be something.
Bitch because now she's using us as test.
Good way for me to make some money, but
Subjects for her little
Allying with any of the grand companies
too much of a
is
fan of that.
generally a
Same.
well, you can make
It's
some
not a
money,
bad thing
put
to
it
keep
that
under
way.
your belt.
Just wish this was over and done with so I can get back to the task at hand.
More like they'll at least give you the time of day, and
Until she's gone.
you're no longer just an ordinary citizen. You're someone who serves one of the grand companies of Eorzea, and you're there to try to make things better. And given that everyone is a part of the Allied, what are they calling it now? It's not the Eorzean Alliance. It's like the Grand Alliance or something.
Yeah, something like that.
They've come up with a number of names each time they add more people to it.
It's not really stuff I'm super familiar with, because I don't think, to my knowledge, Charlene is part of that. We're still kind of neutral on our own, as is our wants. I might be wrong
I thought
about
there was
that.
talk of the Forum finally agreeing to join the Alliance after everything happened with the final days.
Maybe. I'm not good at politics. I'm a cartographer.
Changing their policies on non-intervention.
Alright.
Okay.
But
I
yes,
shall consider that
it's a
as
good
an
way to make a
option during
bit
the
of
off time.
coin, get decent gear. At the very least, you'll know that you'll be helping people,
Also, things in Heaven's Reach haven't gotten
working for a good cause.
but we're figuring it out.
If you guys need my help, just let me know.
Well, maybe when we get enough of a break from the cult.
Have you been? Have you stopped on your training at all?
After the past couple of missions that we've had, I don't know. I guess a little more on edge about things happening around here.
I mean, my first initial fight with all of you was still something that was funny. You were having a troubled time keeping up with me.
That's very.
Yes.
Alright. I didn't.
Be due for another fight soon, it seems.
You still haven't really. What do you mean by sundered?
I know,
Like
busier as all hell.
True, you're right.
Still not sure I'm fully grasping it.
Something to do with how in the ancient world, when it was sundered, its people were also split. Everything was split.
Ah, I see.
I'm dealing with the butterfly on the other side. The group over here.
Interesting.
If anything, according to Miss Rai, the ancient beings, whatever you wish to call them, are actually huge.
You should go and find her.
I still have to give her these scales back. I feel so bad. I'm probably gonna have to tell Luma, sorry my husband's not here, but he's on a different mission.
Become tall.
He's probably not gonna be back for a week or two, so I'm stuck doing
I don't think that's quite how that works, but sort of.
Hmm. I wonder though, why you specifically?
Kitchen somewhere.
Is it just chance, or is there some other mechanic coming into play? Sorry, we were having a whole conversation earlier, so sorry for sort of off out of the loop.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
All good.
Do you want me to recap to them, or do you want me to keep it? I don't know how you want
It's not
this
really
treated.
necessary.
You're
We've
fine.
met Ryder's wife.
Probably...
Hmm.
Huh. How'd that go?
I didn't get to talk to her much.
Hmm.
I don't know. Did you?
A little bit, and then we sort of got ushered out of the room because I wanted to give him private time with his wife.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes. Oops.
We still have
Uh.
we still have to help find the Lalafelian.
Yes. I definitely want to.
For help to find a Lalafelian.
I don't know what his problem is.
Let's see if there's anyone in here.
Watching his tops.
Hello.
That is not a Lalafell. What? Hello?
Hello. I was just wondering. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm on the search for a Lalafelian. Have you all seen one?
Lalafell, not Lalafelian.
Oh, okay.
There are
What do
many
they
in
look
these lands. I'm
Uh,
sure if you go just about anywhere, you'll find them.
Well, there was this really big armored guy, and he said he was looking for a Lalafelian, who I think he mentioned that was a girl.
I see.
Okay.
Alright, so that narrows it down.
She. Oh, is it somebody from here? Like, did they specifically say from this
I
area?
assume so,
in
yes.
particular?
Did they give a name?
She might be around here somewhere.
Nope.
I don't know.
Wait,
Did
are
they,
they looking for a specific person?
Mhm.
Because there's a lot of women out there who are coincidentally Lalafell.
Yes.
I mean, if it's from this camp, it shouldn't be too hard. And if it's,
I can go
don't know.
find him real quick and ask.
Maybe. I think he crossed down when we came here. So, thank you.
Thank you. And sorry I didn't introduce myself. I'm Lyra. Nice to meet you.
Need all the help we can get.
Pleasure.
I assume they're from the other side. I'm assuming. Because, like, even.
Look like Lalafell. They don't even have like the pointed ear.
Victor.
Exactly.
What, Tab? What I do?
I need your help. Or rather, we need your help. The beast is still needing to be pulled uphill, and Bunchacha is definitely the one pulling the most weight.
Luna.
Okay.
You mean Luluma?
Do you mean? Yeah, Luma?
Luma.
Yes. Luma is probably busy right now. I actually don't know where she is.
They're probably with the hunt.
A hunt?
Maybe.
Yeah. Great beast outside of town. Some people were dealing with it.
Oh, I see. Guess we came just in time then.
Well, it's been dealt with. They're just dragging the beast back. I don't want to get into trouble while we're here, but
I
should
mean,
we go take a
it
look?
would have been really cool to see it though.
Grabs hand.
Yay!
What about that?
Newcomers. Seems you are in luck.
Aye.
They are coming back.
Did the thing, we slayed it.
Is anyone critically injured, or has Mock and Bunchacha handled it?
Nah.
think it's pretty weak.
Alright, fair enough. Figured I should check in case they need extra hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll, well, they're trying to pull it in, so...
Definitely, want to look into things, because this is intriguing. I've not seen much like this in my travels. But I'm sure someone has. I can probably poke around in Numenon, see if there's any information, any tales and such.
Perhaps.
No
idea.
Maybe I can find some. I don't know what the study of the dead would be.
It's difficult because, as far as I'm aware, she's not here.
Hey, all right?
Though most of what we know isn't particularly helpful. She could be using magics and things from beyond the rift. Much like we've seen Ryder do on occasion.
You're starting to go insane, aren't you?
I'm gonna sit on my bag because my legs are starting to get a bit tired. This is the nice part about having a giant backpack. Free seating anywhere you go.
I mean, you see, like, still blood splatters on her? I don't care about blood splatters. She just licks it. You just see her, like, scrape a bit of blood and just...
So this is just a recent thing since you've met him.
Gives me hungry for it now.
Well, have you always sort of spaced out like this?
No. The bear.
No, more recent.
The blood splattered all over me.
Okay.
Well,
When you cut open the
there's enough space.
there was a night, and
Turn it, and...
the memories of
Oh, you were meaning there. Okay.
Nice to eat that piece.
memories are a bit hazy, as it was quite some time ago. Do you remember where you were the night of calamity?
Which one? There's been a lot of calamities.
Next building.
When the star, when the star first saw Dalamud.
When Dalamud fell? I think I was in Charlian. Yeah, I think we were in Charlian.
It is still full of a decent amount of blood. When it comes to
It
gathering
was
anything
far,
from
far
it, it's
away.
not just meat. You gather anything
But
like
even
hide,
that far
bones,
away, we could
claws,
see
the
the moon as
massive
it descended.
legs. Just make sure to let it
The
be
mountains.
after RP.
We watched as it exploded out.
It's still there.
The debris did not quite reach us, but even across the sea it was possible to see the streaks. That night I had a strange dream.
What do you take me for?
An animal? Supposed to be that's not any bear I've ever seen.
Falling stars,
It's from Gridania.
and a sea of stars,
Apparently.
much like the one that I found myself in.
Gridania doing all the way over here.
Hearing a voice, though different. Another woman's voice.
Migrate, the Ringbush this way.
I've heard similar things from some of those who
Go ahead.
hear in yours, yeah.
It's like
more common.
You want some help?
But it was after I awoke. Was actually staying here. Had been maybe a month since I had woken up from my coma, and
Does somebody know how to?
I remember having a dream
gonna be a big red stain.
Ooh.
That night, the sea of stars.
That's a picture too.
Yeah,
I've seen the Luma anywhere.
Exactly.
Switch
Alright.
for a new one.
Mayonnaise,
Soak that
watch
one
it out.
in.
Hello.
Make a new one.
Soak that one in.
It's gonna stain. That's the thing.
Sorry, I had to leave so suddenly. Just realized I didn't have a
Okay.
frontliner with them, so
They had no heroes.
resources were kind of required.
Yeah,
Was
except for me,
it,
and
was Bunchacha not there?
it was just the. Well, yeah, I was the one that had to get them to come with us.
Alright. Sorry he didn't come then. I figured that she was already over there.
Oh no, it was fine, but
There it is. There's the weight.
carrying it back was more or less the hard part.
Give it back to Slade.
Mm.
I'm
gonna sit
Yes,
real quick
it's
before I
quite the
fucking
large
faint.
thing.
just gonna read.
Good. You want a drink?
And now in pieces, apparently.
I just need some water, please.
Well, if they were hunting it for meat, then yes, that's how it would have ended up anyways.
I'll hand it back to him.
Well, yeah, but
He'll at least be grateful that in some capacity he was helpful.
Hmm.
I'm just glad it didn't have any
What?
What did you do?
blood squirt all over me.
Could you fetch Cinder water? Well, I drank a strength potion that Bunchacha gave me, and
Good job.
Very fortunate.
They said it last 30
Did you
minutes.
break it yet?
Wait, how does that happen?
A glass.
So if you were a once big cat man, how does one not become big cat man anymore?
Who or what is
I think they're talking about Neb.
Person from the
I'm
other
Sounds
side.
like they're talking to
Nice to
them.
meet you.
That could be a problem.
They're a gremlin just like me.
Nice to meet you too.
Oh great, like we need a...
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not.
There you go. You're welcome.
You can see
Alright.
that she's.
Who is that?
And just hand me that, and I can give it back.
Here before.
After all, this isn't exactly my revolver I handed to you.
Carry all of them.
Any riveting conversation happened while gone?
Yeah, I know. It's
Sorry?
Yeah,
I'm Lyra.
Any
Nice to meet
riveting
you.
conversation happened while I was gone?
Would you like a free trial?
Wait.
There you go.
Not particularly. Just talking.
No, do not trust them.
Eat that strength potion.
Tiny little one came in and started referring to Lalafels as Lalafelians.
Okay.
Tiny little one?
Kind of magnified my strength.
Like,
Smaller than you.
Fill it with water and
like,
kind of shattered.
Like a
It-
person, but completely
Smaller
shrunk.
than me?
imagine,
right outside the door.
imagine if we took someone with Mox build and we
Check it
made
out,
them
see for
like
yourself.
to your shoulder.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
You can be taught once.
That sounds like a horrible idea. But pleasure to meet you, Lyra.
See what we got?
She's extremely hard to miss.
You're being held like a child right now.
Being small, she has a pretty strong grip. Down by the river.
I'm wondering if they are a child or not.
You just found it? No, I'm aware of that.
Pleasure to meet you.
Another gremlin.
Possibly.
I don't think I've ever seen a here child. Actually.
Well, yeah, obviously they're
I don't
from.
think I've ever seen a
That quite looks like that as well.
baby
This is what I
Lalafell.
do.
Dark blue hair and the
I see.
Love me.
Okay.
on their face.
Aren't they colored skin?
I do.
Hi.
I'm carrying all of Slade's weapons. Two pistols with front weights and a gun blade. He says he wants these further away from him. Where in the seven hells do I put these?
I'm gonna go get food and drink.
In the armory?
I'm assuming by the weapons he's talking about the Garlean.
Free time.
Oh, that's his name.
Yeah.
He was dealing with some stuff up in the tower, and I
Sorry
myself was
about
getting
her.
spices and all kinds
Just
of
holding
stuff.
these is already giving me the realization I should have taken Butchacha's strength potion.
It's more
Well,
I'd be worried about if they're
You
together all
could
the
speak
time.
to the guards around here to see if they have an armory that they can,
Conversation.
well, that you can keep it in.
A lot of places.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
Considering you keeping your arms crossed and not helping.
understood.
Oh, looks like you could use the exercise.
If I ever plot to ever actually hold that gun blade I've brought in.
We gotta train them how to have to carry a
Being
backpack.
your, what do you call it, tank?
Game's a long road.
this point.
I prefer the name Frontliner, but sure.
That makes more sense to me.
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Just put it over
I
there.
don't know how Loporrits are built, though. If they have the muscle for it.
They're built different.
I was saying I don't see anything wrong with him being a potentially frontliner.
Built wrong.
Oh,
Okay then.
Built weak.
that was weird.
Can't carry a weapon.
Anyways.
If you're wanting water, we can give her snow.
In
Snow?
moderation.
Wait, why are
They
you giving
directly
them snow
beheaded
water?
him.
Just give them regular water.
I thought we
Unless
had
they
that.
eat
Even
snow.
have a bottle of that.
What?
I'm sure we have kegs of water.
Yes?
We're not
Beheaded
just
who?
We do.
You guys
do
got
What?
water?
Sorry, there's multiple people talking. What did you say?
You said he beheaded someone.
No, I said no. What? How did you get no? I said
I
that
finished putting
they were
vaporizing liquid
made
along the
and
way,
built
so
by
I don't
Ireland.
One
have to
moment.
worry about anything being
Itself.
attracted by the blood out there.
Sorry if the
Oh,
accent is like
oh,
I'm sure that actually
I
some hunting
see.
commission would be
Sorry,
done.
yes, I'm terrible with accents. Right,
I
well,
swear, I swear if the two of you are gonna start
maybe...
swimming around in the snow like fucking sharks,
No, that's too mean.
I've never done it, but I could try. It sounds like fun. Yes.
You had to put that
Alright.
deeper head.
Here, hold up.
You had to put that
Water
water
down.
down.
That's always in her head.
Okay, how do we do this?
That's second nature for her. I'm sorry. This was doomed
I
from the
think they're
start.
still taller than me.
And
I'm not sure what to do with this information.
Into the snow now.
I know it was short, even by Rollerfell standards. Shit.
It's not that short.
Follow the tunnel.
I appreciate...
No, I'm talking like Lalafell standards.
I am shorter than most Rollerfell.
Aren't you taller than Luma? And Buchacha? And that's a guy that I don't know the name of? Oh, perhaps I need to get my eyes checked.
I pestered her. She got me last time. I talked about this
I think
place.
we're all around the same height, but
For a
I
bit of
believe
time,
I'm
so
shorter.
She would not stop screaming in my ears to go until we went. So as long
Yes.
Well, I don't think height matters too much.
Thank you very much, Mark. As do I.
I guess I can keep moving on.
Yep, you stomped the ground, you two just...
Are we flying out? Like,
Yep, you're flying out. Yep.
oh,
Yep.
cool. And then back down. Give me a sec.
Can I help you, Victor?
Okay, cool. So just.
Nah, just observing and listening and, you know, curiosities. Things like that.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Apparently, I was informed that Renan is out in Corral right now.
Who?
Ooh. I've never been there.
Yeah.
You know that doesn't work.
It's one of the few places
Yeah,
we
I-
haven't been to yet.
I guess my not so good mood kind of affected them negatively, so they decided to leave.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, was that the,
When
Viera Dragoon?
Right, but still.
Yes, that one.
Ah, I see, I see. I never learned that name.
Yeah, it's the one that took all our money.
The one that
son of a
took all
bitch stole
your
money?
money?
We never got paid back, so... And they were given the money.
I was wondering. You know, I mentioned if I ever went to Tyrol and saw them, I would apologize to them. I don't know about that now.
Fair enough.
I can barely see you, but I can only see your sword. Did you pull out your sword again?
No, I did not.
Alright, okay.
It's on my back, don't worry. I wouldn't go that far, I almost absolutely had to.
Can I get one of you three to help me up at the infirmary? Atlas is having something happen to him.
Alright.
We don't know why.
Shit.
Try to...
Grabbed her ass.
Oh, wait, you were talking to the healers.
The heathen.
I guess
That makes
we're
more sense.
going to go.
I mean, my hands is better than not.
So she pointed in the general direction. I went.
General direction.
And you sit down after lifting those guns for so long.
Backpack.
While
I saw a
did
thing.
need the
Move.
exercise,
Oh.
my arms
Watch
are very,
that.
very sore.
Hello?
Is small.
Not my problem.
Losing it up there.
Everyone,
going through with
don't
them.
run in there.
I'm here.
Particularly with a weapon.
Oh, jeez.
All right. I'm not gonna move.
Are you alright? Are you alright?
Okay.
Smoke. Just
Pulls out a healing
he was there one moment and he threw something. It was.
You know my healing potion.
He's gone.
We need to find him.
The fuck? Could someone
Want to help?
I
see him
don't know.
sprint out?
Please.
I didn't.
No, I don't.
I don't think I saw.
We did a search party.
What was wrong with
We
him in the
split
first
up.
place that we were called?
Yes.
I have no clue.
The one with the black
apparently
arm and the
he bit
white
someone's
hair.
neck.
He bit somebody. They bit the one with the white hair and the black armor. They bit their neck.
Smoke screen and he's gone.
gone.
Have they been tended to? The one that got bit in the neck.
I don't know.
Alright.
Anything?
I don't know.
They disappeared in a puff of
They
smoke.
literally got here and he's gone.
I was walking towards him and he suddenly threw something at the ground and it exploded in a ball of smoke.
Is that all right? Okay.
He just disappeared.
Viper stuff.
It's a smoke screen, is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Vipers have natural roguelike tendencies. We are very, get around, flank, sneak, that kind of stuff. But
Basically, what ninjas
Let-
does, but more advanced.
yeah, let's
in a sense,
see if we can find the one that's got their neck bitten.
we're hunters
Everything
more
he
than anything.
chomped on
It's how
someone.
we stalk
Check
and
if they
prey.
need treatment.
Yes.
Does anyone need a blue carrot? I still
Watch
have one on my
Sorry,
back.
the Aether
was about
doesn't
to
like
put it
me.
back
They
in the
keeps
infirmary.
moving me around.
One of you mentioned that he bit someone. Who was this
They're
that was bit?
downstairs
Huh?
to the left.
Alright.
Come on.
Dude, you can audibly hear the
Downstairs
coughing and blood, probably.
I'm gonna take a trip to Tuyola.
Please
And
put the staff down. I only want to help.
I don't want anyone
I will
traveling
do my
alone
best to
right
make
now.
sure
He's
that
been
no one
acting
else
around for a
harms
bit
you.
Now, and this is a bit too far.
I'm assuming, you already know what he did to the would-be assassin.
Yeah, I heard. I
Here
heard
to help.
he
We want to
delined
look at
them.
your injuries. Okay.
I was never taught any of this about Vipers. They didn't tell me.
Can you put the weapon down, please?
Probably a problem with his ace.
Oh, that works.
Yep, that's what I was worried about. All right.
Okay. All right.
Pick up the staff.
Yep,
There
take
we
that,
go.
please.
She's been bitten right in the neck.
Lean right over here
He lost a lot of Aether.
to get.
Atlas seems to have done it.
Maybe
So
But
I
I'm not
heard.
exactly too sure why.
in the face, and then he's
Yeah, look at-
I don't know. That's why I'm going back to my master, the one who showed me how to be a Viper, and ask.
Starts checking their symptoms just to make sure that they aren't infected or.
Come back with you just to be certain.
Yeah, I just wish I knew where Atlas was
Doesn't
at this moment.
seem like
so I
it.
could take him to Tyrol.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Are you alright? Tank with you.
Clearly something happened while I was healing stuff.
I can handle myself.
Does it look like it pierced an artery, or did it just go into the neck? Or a vein?
Oh no, she got.
Ah, fair enough.
Like through an artery.
That's
Okay.
messy.
It's a deep bite.
I don't know.
Tempered.
Yes.
Not tempered.
He's not.
I see.
She's liable to feel quite dizzy for a while, even once we've sealed this.
Blood loss and all.
What's the word on Atlas?
He's disappeared.
Gone, as far as we're aware.
Ball of whatever and disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Smoke?
What?
Vipers have roguelike
Basically-
tendencies. It's part of our hunting style.
Basically, if they teleported.
All right. Well, let's take them back to the infirmary.
Do you have them?
Okay, that's
can carry them.
Gotcha.
Or at the very least, not very
Okay.
far.
It's a ninja ability, and as far as I know,
Very
he
slowly,
used to
I'm
be a
building a
ninja
list
too.
of people I'm going to punch very repeatedly in the nose.
Skills from both.
Like a base.
Oh, jeez.
I'd heard that's quite impossible.
Make sure the way is clear.
Yep.
Vipers are very much like wolves. We use a lot of similar tactics.
Good. Clear the way. Bringing someone up who's injured.
Please, sir, move. Out of the way. Sorry.
If I did have to have those everywhere way.
It's not exactly heavy, but I also wouldn't exactly call it light.
Every way, everywhere.
I doubt he's actually gone.
Hmm.
Okay, so Atlas bit people while I was busy trying to deal with all that over by the office.
A bit elevated, but slowing.
Is everything all right?
When you entered the room, were they like that?
Yeah, not too good, but we fixed it.
And
Deep
so when I
bite
entered
into their
in
neck,
here,
probably severed an artery.
she
We
was
fixed it.
bleeding from the neck down.
It
and
collapsed
the blood was
unconscious.
going down the front, and Atlas was bleeding from his mouth. Though I'm going to assume it was their blood.
Can only assume, given
They
the bite
bolted. They bolted out of the room in a panic state, and I chased after them. They were like that when I found them, ready to defend themselves.
Were you harmed?
I wasn't harmed.
Good. Just wanted to check.
I didn't even know what the heck was going on. I was more worried about them.
Mm-hmm.
Just some cast ether habits in here to make sure no one up there is.
Regardless, we'll have to give them time to recover.
Indeed.
Healing's not going to do too much, short of...
I believe they're the only one injured. Aside from our mystery man who
Honestly,
disappeared in a puff of smoke.
Allow the body
I forgot what they said his name was.
manage on its own.
Atlas.
I'll make a couple
Atlas,
of
thank
things
you.
to help replenish the blood.
To encourage increase in blood pressure. It's not a bad idea.
We're fortunate to have you on
Food and
hand.
Such, though, she'll need to be conscious to take it. Unless
Of
you have some
course.
medicinal remedies.
7 hells.
We're fortunate to have an alchemist on hand.
Yes, right.
Very.
Alright.
Okay, so what exactly happened? Presumably while I was busy hauling Slade's weapons over to the, over to Victor's office?
Basically, Atlas chomped on their neck. Oh?
That's a good sign.
And then they brought him here, and then he threw a ball of whatever down. It created a puff of smoke, and he disappeared.
Stay down. You're fine now.
You're fine. Attended to your wound.
Easy now. Easy.
That's good. That means that
Slow
there wasn't,
breaths, okay?
means there wasn't too much blood loss. They're waking up this fast.
Having
Should I go get?
You should probably shift yourself forward a bit.
overdone it just a bit, but
Yeah. Should I go grab?
not at all.
Do more phasing into
Should I go grab Bunchasha
I can
so I
keep
can?
an eye on her, yeah, if you wish to. Yes,
All right.
let them know.
I'll let them know.
Take it one breath at a time.
Oh, they woke back up.
Oh, good.
Yes. Do you have their staff? Or what are you carrying?
No, the purple-haired one took it.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure I know what it is in case they start asking about it. But yes. But that's a good thing. That means not too much blood loss if they're waking up this quick.
Almost attempting to be the killer. What the hell?
And she's out again.
Yep. Did she fall back asleep?
I don't know. She's gone
For
on
the
then.
best.
Hi, Heidelin.
On the countertop.
Can this day get any worse?
You weren't anything to do with this, at least I assume.
There we are. Yes.
No. I
Might
only
have
walked in.
fainted again.
I just meant figuratively.
Right.
I have two tinctures on the counter. The red one is for blood replenishment. Help increase their blood pressure, help them recover.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is a sleeping draught, just in case they require it.
Are they labeled, or do you want me to? I probably have some stuff to make labels if
One's
you
red
need.
and one's blue. Like it's red for blood. Like
I mean, I'm more worried about someone coming up here and assuming it's a health potion.
you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
If you need stuff, I have things to make labels in my backpack. If you don't have it on you.
I can bring a stool over and we could just put it by her bedside. Actually, that does sound like a good idea.
Alright, Have you ever seen
Let me see
anyone...
those labels of yours?
Oh, yes. Here's the stuff, and here is a
Thank
pencil.
you.
I can also give you a pen if you'd like.
So you was carrying a stool. Currently makeshift bedside table for putting your potions on, if nothing else.
That works.
It's
Clear the way.
really strange though. Like normally, like this is a really deep bite. Like he was trying to fucking take a chunk out of her with that.
He took a chunk out of the bear. Now that I think about it, but I honestly
I
didn't
knew I
think it was
realized
him.
something.
Like I thought I saw him like do something, and then someone mentioned they saw a bite mark on the bear.
Yeah.
Should we check the bear then?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Might give us some clues as to what's
Bella's
going
already
on.
cut it up into pieces.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, Bella's already cut it up into pieces to make it easier for transport. Either into meat stocks or to turn into hide for armor.
Any signs?
I should have asked for the internal organs.
I know Bunchacha, she still does have the carrots of happiness to use for any alchemical purpose she sees fit.
I owe her a sincere apology. But that can wait.
Why? What did you do to her?
Outside, we got into a scuffle. After I pointed a gun at Luna. I can't pronounce her name.
Oh, this is about the Maximus, right?
Luma.
Luma. Out of rage, she threatened me. Punched me. Got into a scuffle. We're pointing a gun at her friend.
You doing okay, Eva?
Oh, there's no wake back up.
Just
It was understandable.
look. Unlike the previous attempt on your life, it seems Atlas was not in his right mind. Or at least wasn't fully aware. Listen, these things can happen. As far as I'm aware, these things can happen. Sometimes you just leave your infirmary or chirurgeon's bed, only to end up right back in it the next day. It happens.
Was she lucid?
That's a good point.
You're talking to someone without checking.
Yeah. Maybe it's also to reassure myself more than anything.
Take off my backpack.
Yeah, maybe give me a moment with him.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still awake.
I want
Do you
to
understand
be in the
what's
way. Actually, I'll keep this on, just in case I need the extra healing.
Yeah. After all, green carrot may taste better than a potion, but healing magic is always the most helpful sort of healing. Especially when your target probably can't
I'm
eat
going to touch you.
or drink.
Can you nod your head for me? You understand?
I think they're flitting in and out of consciousness.
Yeah. I'm quite sure what's happened. I'm not sure if it's some sort of affliction or something else.
Either that or she's just not got enough blood.
So she just
If
shifted.
she's awake, that's certainly enough to at least be semi-lucid, even if it's a bit woozy from the blood loss.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Dear, can you hear me? Can you nod your head if you're okay? Yes or no? No? Okay. You're safe now. You're safe here. You don't have to be scared. We're here to help. You understand?
I'm hoping there wasn't damage to her vocal cords, and that's why she's not speaking. So,
Hard to say.
that takes a lot of fixing that healing can just do.
I was about to say, I hope not. Her voice is nice.
I mean, it's fixable. It's
Much
just
lower as well.
yeah. If it is damage, it's fixable. It's just a lot more complicated than hold our hand over the thing and then hope for the best. We have to make sure everything's aligned right.
Right.
I mean surgery. I mean, they just need the strength. So I'm over worrying.
Right. I'll leave her in your hands.
Thank you.
I'll make sure everybody else is doing alright, if nothing else.
You hear me?
Thank you for your assistance. Stay safe, Screaming Way.
Do you know where you are?
Anytime. Anytime. I've not
Do
been
you
given the name
recognize this
Saving Way for
place?
nothing.
Yeah? Do you remember what happened earlier?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell them.
It's hazy.
Okay, that's alright.
Here, I
Do
got
you
a.
feel any pain still? Something hurt? Yes, your neck? Yes. May I take a look? If anything, I'd like to try to help clean you up. You still have some blood left where we were healing. Inside of your neck? Okay.
Yeah, some stuff.
Some water and
As
a
in,
soft washcloth. Something we can use to let her clean her up a bit.
or I also have some paper if needed and pencil. She can write out more complicated responses.
Nice and gentle. Alright, Colin. Underneath all the blood from where she was injured. Is there any other additional injuries that we might need to take a look at?
Just the chunk that got ripped out of her.
Alright. Has that chunk been replaced as we healed, or are you wanting to roll that there's now just a massive hole? Because realize there's a bunch of arteries there. Those are missing. That's death, sweetheart. That's how you die.
Yeah, that's not good. I'll roll for it.
Yeah. Yeah, scar tissues or something, sure. That's fine. You do you.
No, Eva
Scars are
went
hot.
down there, got her staff, broke off a piece of her prosthetic and clamped it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me roll really quick. For funsies.
Better roll? How bad?
Bad.
The damage is pretty extensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Did you roll a 1?
So that's a 1.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not dead though. Don't worry.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Large portion was damaged. It affects the muscles.
Muscles and other things
Mhm.
internally. Things we might not be able to see.
Mm. It's because we got to her when we did. That could have been probably a lot worse.
Is she okay?
She's alive.
I called it.
Hypoxia.
I called it.
The damage is pretty extensive.
We need either you or your brother. We need a porksy.
Who?
For Atlas.
What's he fucking?
That's
Alright, so,
see to the rest of her wounds. I don't know where your brother is.
alright. You're just cleaning the blood off, right?
Check to see if
Is there anything else needs to be done since you got a closer look?
Yes, I've cleaned up most of it, but I'd take a closer look. There may
Alright.
be damage to the esophagus internally that we didn't get to.
Hello. Let me just take these off. It's going to be picking up where she left off. I think this all cleaned up.
There's a second bite. She managed to get him off once.
Has it been healed?
That got a 5 on the roll.
I'll do a little bit extra on that one. Missed that on the initial diagnosis. Here. This should make it feel a little bit better.
That first bite is about right, let me get my mirror out actually so I can tell you properly. The first bite's about right in here.
So damage to the... that's not good.
Second one's up here.
Alright.
The worst one being here.
That'll make people reason you're having trouble talking right now. Looks like you chomped right down on your esophagus. That's a complicated fix, but not one that's impossible. I'll get you talking again. This might be a little bit. Actually, that's a little bit more properly healed. There we go. Clean it off. How's she feeling? Any sort of fever?
She's out again.
Rest time for you. Does she feel like she has like any sort of fever or anything that would indicate a sickness? No.
No.
Alright, good.
She's not infected with anything.
No vampirism. Yippee!
Yippee!
Alright. What was it possessed him to do this? If you press those... Welcome back.
It's not tempering. They don't need epoxy, apparently.
Ah, fair enough.
Have you been able to determine anything else from the bite?
There's a second bite. It's more shallow, but it's right around here around her neck on the front. Probably damage to her esophagus, like you were thinking.
Okay. Well, that's probably going to equate for most of the pain. Have you already tried anything?
I did a little bit of extra healing just to make sure, since that wasn't the way we were focusing on last time, I did a little bit extra to make sure, but... I
was more concerned with the broken arteries and... Well, when someone's already fainted, there's not much...
It doesn't look like there's any internal bleeding. At the very least, no bruising, nothing like that. It's just
No.
So it...
No, if anything, probably just want to give them time to cough up anything that's in their esophagus and try to make sure that there's no further damage or inflammation.
Yeah. Otherwise, they seem pretty much fine. I'm seeing no signs of any sort of sickness immediately, so that's good. But we'll have to keep an eye on them to make sure that there isn't an infection. The mouth is a very dirty place.
Yes, it is.
Oh. You're back awake. Welcome back. Do you think we should give them the stuff for promoting blood recovery, or wait a bit for them to sort of hack everything up?
Maybe give them just a moment longer. See if we can keep stuff down. Maybe some water might be in order.
Here, I'll get some off my bag.
Happen to have any? Oh, yes.
Yeah, I always carry a water bottle.
Fortunately, don't have any with me.
Hello. I have some water if you would like it. I imagine your mouth is very blood tasting, and that's not the most pleasant. She pours a little bit of water into the cap of the bottle. Here, just sip from this. Take it slow though. Thank you. Drinking feel fine? Any pain while you're trying to swallow? A little bit? Worry about it later. Yeah. You want some more water? Here you are. She says there was some discomfort in her throat when she's swallowing, but not necessarily pain. She did the little... asked if it hurt.
Be sore.
Yeah.
Magic can only do so much.
Definitely indicates...
The physical trauma was... it may have some lasting effects while the body readjusts. Especially considering the nature of it.
Yeah, actually...
Probably why she panicked and passed out eventually.
It's a good thing, scheming way.
Enough severe injury can cause anyone to faint.
Yeah.
Oh, I have.
Saving Way brought a little stool over here as a bedside table, so I'm just going to leave the water bottle on that. But she can... of course, I imagine it'll be a bit more difficult to pour with one arm, so if you need, you can just drink straight from the bottle if you want. I don't mind. You know, I'd like it one day where someone isn't get grievously injured whenever I come here.
Would be nice.
Mm.
It's exhausting.
Yeah. Not the bunk that was over the head if he was doing this right of mind. If not, then, you know, I'm assuming it's not. It just seems like very strange.
I don't really know what it is.
She's gonna drag the pen and paper over, and she's gonna write that he was apologizing as he did it.
Alright, let me read that. It says he was apologizing when he did it. That's...
Now, I only heard one word out of him when I went to check on the others, and they were calling for aid. Hungry. It's alarming in every sense of the word.
I've heard of strangeness. But at the very least, it doesn't sound like him suddenly deciding to become a cannibal. That sounds like some sort of affliction. If he's saying sorry about it.
I don't get it.
There's the bed. There's the bed. Ah.
Something wrong, dear? Are you seeing them?
Seeing what? Oh, yes, they're sort of like that.
To right. Dizzy.
Dizzy.
You lost a lot of... Lost a lot of blood.
Mm.
But take it easy. Drink plenty of water.
Yes.
I think you can keep it down. There's a potion, a tincture that should help promote the regeneration of one's blood by a more natural means than magic.
Mm. Just putting my gloves back on. Didn't want them to get covered in blood water. It's a pain to wash them.
That's why you get black gloves.
Hmm. I got these ones custom made so the fingers could be exposed on them. Makes healing a bit easier if you can touch. I find.
Though not for the sake of touch.
Hello.
I suppose having exposed fingers does help.
Is there any tempering in here? Should I?
No, we're fine here.
Not to my knowledge. No primals. I think.
Is everyone okay?
They got injured, but we treated them. They're just recovering and
A little out of character note. There is blood all over that bed going down the stairs and into the ground level of this building.
Yeah.
I'll have to clean that up.
Well, somebody ought to clean that up.
What's the cafe in Limsa called? Because I got a job there, but I still don't remember the name.
I already gave up on that today.
Which one? There's the big one, and then
some
there's the slightly
ingredients
smaller
cooking.
one.
There's the
Both
fancy
are
one, but I'm
one.
spinning a sign out front. It's got a nice
The
little dock,
fancy
and you can
one.
look out into the water.
The Bismarck?
Bismarck?
Bismarck.
Ah,
Well, temporarily.
I mean,
They're not paying me
You are
much at all.
spinning a sign. Why are you spinning it? How are people supposed to read it if you're
Everyone
spinning
come
it?
in.
I
It's
need
just for
to-
show. I throw it up in the air, then I catch it,
They have a sign
and then
up,
I
like,
leave.
the front. It's the
Well, it
Bismarck.
works. The
I-
showmanship.
Yeah,
They're
I
paying me like literally
Oh.
1 gil, 2 gil.
I can see the appeal of it.
I figured she'd probably be busy today.
Really?
Exaggerating,
Anytime
it's
she's
like
active,
20
she's always
gil.
busy. So.
Okay.
But
I need to.
Say,
It's definitely
gracious.
something to brag about because the Bismarck is world famous from what I hear.
Ryder had a whole thing, because of course he did, and
No? I don't know, maybe it was just a
Wouldn't
really.
exactly call it world famous.
I think it's
But
just a
not
really
kinda.
big review that I heard from someone living around there. Then
I don't know what's
great
going on
food,
with them.
like the one time we got to eat
Well
there.
established.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't care. Respectfully.
But yes,
I guess the cooking's nice. Would have been nice.
I just want everyone to be okay.
Mm.
To be honest.
There's a bit of an incident
Very
earlier, but
reasonable
I think everyone's okay now. Okay-ish.
Damn it.
Not dead.
It's about all one can ask for.
Why are you just watching them?
Yeah, I like them.
It took a very serious wound to the neck, so we're observing just to make sure there isn't any immediate changes.
And a little bit of it was because I just wanted to talk about it, and understand it. There's a lot there, like a lot.
They lost a lot of blood.
But we kept talking, and we just started like reminiscing.
Come on.
Mm.
And then just
Scoot you.
she was complaining about how
Laid down comfortably rather than
job, her life.
scrunched.
I've been spending time with my family,
The best
and he said,
adventure they can be.
don't go
And then
towards the
they go
chaos.
off, and
The
then she
world's
does it
always
again,
ending.
And they leave, and they do it again.
But if you do, there are
And I just made it a point that
friends
I
that will help
want
you
her to
along
be
the
my
way.
foundation. I want to be.
I think that's a good way of looking at things. You know,
So I came to this camp.
We just
Hmm.
we kept talking, and she just,
Consider
like,
it
looked
like
at me,
this. What is someone's world to them?
and like
Their world might be ending.
Are you saying
the rest of the world might be
I don't
okay.
know.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Yes.
My bad.
it was
have you not been able to hear them? Who's singing in your ears?
Giving
When they
sage
got out of
advice, and here,
how like
he's not even listening.
the moonlight like hit their eye.
I isolated my hearing to
Like how like
straight in front of
there's
me.
like there's
Sorry.
a glimmer.
Seems like a silly idea. No. Consider it like this, Toba.
It is what it is.
The world might be ending right around you. The rest of the world might be okay.
Yes. That's why
Try to keep that in perspective.
I wanted to get it.
Things will turn up. It just
You
might
know,
take a little bit of hard work.
I wanted to, be like, hey,
Also means that you should,
I get it,
can and should, look to those around you
but not small.
for support
Normal
and
height,
for aid.
but for small.
It's a difficult thing. I know.
I wanted to.
If something's wrong, it's always better to say something.
Oh,
Oh. No, you're fine.
Hello.
You started to pass out again.
Howdy.
Have any
How about rest, okay?
See him around here lately?
Why does it look like a Makode rave in their eyes?
That's a good question.
A member of this guild.
I saw some in like
healer,
the residential
scholar.
area of Limsa. People were going in and like
Bunny
very
man.
close.
Well, that's a dangerous thing to do. Oh my gosh.
If it's the one I'm thinking
Often kept to himself.
Going wandering around
Loves
the
to
mist.
read books instead of communicating.
Sometimes, yeah.
Does he have like a
It's
open
like a
cinema
neighborhood.
kind
My
of-
parents live there. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, open shirt?
Just wandering. But know where you're
They have it
going.
separated, like, almost a jacket.
There's also a small cafe there. Small, really small.
I believe so, though they could have changed.
Probably run out of someone's house. I'm well familiar.
Or
I lived there, you know.
in the last building before you leave, headed that way.
At least for a short time.
I know
I
I
suppose I
saw
could check
a
then.
Vieira in either one of those two.
Hey guys, let's say.
I'll go
said
check then.
hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Weird things. Oh, it's a fairy. You know.
I think he
small
also wanted to say
scholars.
visit
Have a
sometime.
scholar.
But
Well,
I was busy yelling at him.
Oh, there's a bird in here. Oh, and it's gone.
There's no longer a bird in here.
Did you call
Oh,
me a bird? Like a bird to you?
Oh no.
Yes, actually, when you're flitting around like that, yes, a bit. I didn't realize there was a tiny person attached to those wings.
What the fuck? Can I
please,
there we go.
please keep it down there.
If you're not a bird, what are you?
What's happening?
Hey, we're down
Hello?
here, the little plant people.
Fine, I'll just stand here. Fuck.
Please,
No, that is
please,
not a.
please keep it down. There's
Why don't you come here, down here to face me like a man or woman?
Is everything alright?
I have been insulted.
there's a not bird.
I was asking for clarification. If you are not a bird, what are you? I'm not familiar with your kind.
Just gonna pull at the wings.
They call
Those don't exist here.
A fairy or What the hell do birds have wings?
Well, I am a
was
special
trying to ask-
case.
What
What that is?
You're a fairy.
Heard
Fae.
that term before.
Sylph.
A sylph? That is not a sylph.
That is absolutely not a sylph.
Sylphs are green. Or purple.
I actually don't.
I'm specifically looking for my summoner.
different.
Well, summoner.
What do they look like?
Seraphim. They are Vieira.
I have
Okay.
no clue what you're referring to. Also, I've never heard one of those things.
I was told they were here, but it doesn't seem to be the case.
Are they usually out and about?
Oh, it's
without this?
It's just a really tiny person.
What?
Yeah, it's just a really tiny. He slapped me.
They're not here. Go look somewhere else.
Yes.
Well, I was going to, and then I got called a bird.
Welcome to the club. I get called a rabbit all the time.
I'm so sorry about my friend Aster. She's very rude sometimes.
I can see the bird.
See how it feels?
Why is the bird so sassy?
Alright, I thought it was a bird as well, so I completely understand where you're coming from. I
I'm
saw
not
it from
flicking
far
around
away,
too fast
and
to
I was
barely
just-
see them.
I just looked at it and went, "That's a bird."
They clearly have a human face. What bird do you know has like separate sectioned wings like that?
We couldn't see them with them flitting around at the edge of our vision.
That is.
I saw it.
What the fuck are we supposed to know?
The white mages are over here.
I don't know,
yelling at
you
all the
got
scholars,
glasses?
and the Scholars are making fun of the white mages.
I don't
See any of us wearing glasses?
I knew when they flew by that I knew that there was a pretty woman flying by, but I couldn't figure out in my brain how that works. So I was like, it's gotta be something else.
For calling me a bird.
Misogynistic kind of bullshit did I just hear come out of your mouth? What?
I'm young and
We're
learning.
watching classism at its greatest.
I don't think they call that learning. I think they call that something very different.
Boy,
I
no
think
child
Bur-
left behind was a mistake.
Sometimes I am distinctly reminded that you grew up near Limsa.
I feel like I need a cup of
Learn
tea
shit
and a
from
monitor.
Ryder.
That is
Ryder.
the very
I was talking
wrong
about the,
person to learn things from.
Girls. They're on
Clearly, I
Limsa.
missed some context.
Dear.
Don't worry about it.
Fine.
Is there anything I
I
can
have
do
enough
for
to
you for
worry
time?
about on my
I
plate
need to
as
go
it
get
is.
some food.
Promise this doesn't happen and it'll die. I shut my mouth.
Speaking of
Really?
I
how's this
behave
coming
myself.
along?
That somehow surprises me.
Not too bad.
Because they'll
Luckily, we
throw
have
my
all
ass
the
out.
all the ingredients.
I mean,
Jesus,
yes.
So I just
I think they want their prosthetic arm.
Prosthetic?
enough food.
Was it downstairs? I didn't see it.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think it might have been. I think I might have glimpsed it. I can. Yeah. Yes.
Was that left downstairs? We can retrieve that.
Catch a chicken
I know. I think someone said Belle picked up their staff, but I don't know about the arm.
I mean,
I don't know. I'll go find Belle and talk about
the
arm
I'll
and the
make
Could
sure
find
to
their
be
staff.
careful.
We'll
I mean,
go
I'll
take a look.
not see
The
it.
prosthetic should still be there in the room.
Mm.
But yes, if there's anything else we can do while you rest, let us know.
Yeah, it actually
I mean,
sounds
most
any
bears are
angry
pretty
bear
pissed.
probably would have.
Alright.
Angry,
I actually don't know a lot of nice bears, for being honest.
So if you need the, like I said earlier, the water bottle's like right there on the little stool. Yeah, I can move it a bit closer, so it's a bit easier to grab. There you go. So, sadly, these beds are enormous, so you know. Yeah. We'll be back to check in a little bit. Need to get some food, and also your prosthetic.
Wait a second.
Oh, the dinosaur's back.
I think poor
Your
Astrid
big scary
didn't expect to
dragon
go
king.
downstairs.
Dragon's back.
I don't think she expected to go down the stairs, look up, and
Did you find it?
kind of standing there chilling.
Turned to my left and thought there was a dragon. Thought I was about to die again.
We're in Curse
Okay.
Quarters, so.
Shit.
Alright. Well, to be fair, I guess she hadn't seen you in a while.
There.
She's still laying there, just asleep. Okay. She passed out again.
Have a good one. I'm gonna get up and move. Not be brain dead. My head hurts. Anything?
I don't know. I was just
Oh
following you.
no, it was your brother that was looking for the stuff.
Yeah, he was the one looking for the stuff. It's been a while since people have gotten us confused.
Can you help me, actually?
It was more like who was doing what.
Ah, fair enough.
You're very distinct.
Stuff. Right. We used to not. We used to not
Lean it
be
up against
very.
the side of the bed, against the wall.
We used to not be very distinct. We were identical when we were little, but then I started growing tits and he didn't.
If you could do me a favor, can you dice up?
It happens.
The
Mhm.
yellow peppers, and then
fuck?
in the bag over there are some.
I think the bird's still here.
I just need you to basically just. I already got it kind of already
If it's-
primed a bit. Kind of tear it open a bit. Kind of rip off the skin and get a couple little pieces.
Mm-hmm. Food.
His hair is also shorter. Oh, yes, please. I'm starving.
That's just because he chops it short.
I used to. Kind of enjoying the change of pace.
I got this.
A lot longer once.
Keeps my neck kind of warm as well, you know?
I got this nice hair ribbon in Authored, and I've been keeping my hair really long, so I have an excuse to use it since.
It's very cute. I like it. Keep it. Yes, Victor? Something wrong?
Nothing at all. Just I don't know, wandering around, just being like, okay, now what's happening?
No, nothing
Nothing.
at the moment. Just
Well,
talking.
except a small
Good.
Conversation
fairy
amongst
bird.
healers.
Other than that, I
Yes,
don't
I'm not
know.
exactly sure what that was. I've never seen a summon so far away from their.
They're not been
A
what
summon
else
so
is
far
in
away
there
from the summoner.
cooking?
Oh, sorry.
Are you good, bro?
You're fine.
Good, buddy. It's okay.
I'm still jealous of
everybody.
you being able to ride the dragon. That's been on my bucket list for a while.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Or to just even talk
That
with
was
one.
pretty cool.
We did do this.
Those
Hey, at least
things are kind of a pain to handle. But
true. And I recommend not falling out of one.
Hmm.
yeah, that was legs are good, right? You know, you didn't completely fucking.
I fell into like a good bit of snow. Oh, I was fine.
Good, thank
Lucky.
the gods.
Lucky,
'cause
very
that,
lucky, but fine.
I mean, we both tumbled down mountains a couple times,
That's
and we're
pretty
we're
big
both
drop.
still able to walk around.
I mean, granted, our legs are kind of probably a lot stronger than most other people's.
Fair enough.
We do run a lot.
Was there food in there?
I believe that.
Yes, actually, but ingredients, that sort of thing.
Ah, they're cooking in there.
Ah.
Anyways, you just do you know where everyone is?
Well, yes,
They're-
I do at least.
My
I think they're all
have
still in there.
feeling in
Yeah,
my
there's, like-
stomach and a tingle at the back of my neck that tells me whenever someone's doing something stupid or irresponsible, and it's bothering me.
Well, there are 6 people in there trying to take care of the important thing with Atlas. That's.
I'm gonna stay out of that then and ignore this feeling.
Yes.
Stupid and irresponsible. Well, I saw a couple of people there talking, and then I think they ran off somewhere. But shit, I don't know.
It's not Victor.
I don't know.
Is it? Is it you? Are you the irresponsible one today?
Fuck if I know. You tell me. Am I right? Have I shown myself to be such in the past?
Needy now. No, it's fine.
You don't want me to answer that question.
Wow! What? No, come on.
You really don't.
There's no way.
He's asking for it.
mean?
He's gonna need healing salve.
I'm hungry.
Burn salve.
Gonna go. You know what?
Uh-oh. Is it eating at you that much, Aster?
What? What?
Is it eating away at you that much, that feeling?
No, I was gonna look for some snow to boil water and.
Oh.
Are you gonna cook? Are you gonna cook?
I hate to have to do
Yeah.
this, but sarcasm has a hold of me. There's snow. I found it for you.
Like a good snow everywhere, but I'd like a
I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but it was too good to pass up.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
A little bit. A little bit sorry. But for the majority, no, it was too good.
That makes the difference. That makes the difference.
Trust me, I have had plenty of experience dealing with young ones being a bit, sassy.
Hey, at least you're not Tovra. At least you're not Tovra.
At least I'm not you.
What are you talking about?
Tova Ra.
Tova Ra.
Not Tovra. Tova Ra. Do you... do you understand how they do their names? Or how their names are set up?
have no idea.
Well, it tends to get a bit different the further away you get from the tribes. But feel free to.
Just quite nice.
But there is their name and then an identifier. I could probably tell you more about it.
He's wondering about your name.
Keepers of the Moon. Tova Ra. Ra means fifth son. My parents had a lot of kids. Ra.
Ah.
But you only say Tova Ra if you don't have a relationship with me, a close relationship. Tova is who I am if you're my friend. So after.
Close. Okay.
They say.
Okay, makes sense. That works.
Also,
Right.
Keepers of the Sun. Their first letter of their name is their clan. It's the same thing. You say that when you don't know them.
Okay.
Honorifics.
I will try to keep that in mind.
Makota very particular about them.
The different naming schemes of like all the peoples of this world are very interesting. There's like every culture does it differently. Like ours, when we leave our home and break the Green World, we pick a new name for ourselves when we leave.
Yes, and ours were kind of as a result of insults. We kind of just made it our own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Our teacher would always call him
Loving insults.
Yeah, would always call him like a machine head. So you do that because he's always tinkering with his shit. And then she got kind of mad at me for humming a bit too much while making maps.
Peel it.
Songbird.
Do what?
Yeah.
Peel it?
So I made it Melody because that sounds more like a name.
Let's have Charlene to thank for our naming convention.
Interesting.
Skin the potato. It's a potato.
I just saw it run in the kitchen.
It's a big one.
Probably checking on because Nebin somebody else is in there cooking.
There are strains of potato.
Yeah, the Buffer and Lulum are in there, I believe.
Especially large.
Do they taste good though? So if they're big and they taste bad, then I'm not sure I would want one.
I'm actually not too familiar with
I think they taste
here culture and naming schemes. Are there any that come to mind with you?
You want the peels?
Your culture? I wouldn't know about your culture.
Oh.
You talk about that because I'm from that side.
Oh, you're from the other side. You blend in perfectly well.
Oh yeah.
Just well dressed.
Yeah.
But that is actually a good point. How are naming conventions over there?
Yes.
What are you doing? What are you
Well, I mean,
doing?
I guess in a way it's similar to here, where depending on where you are, what part of the world you're in, and where you're born in and grow up from.
Joking. I wouldn't actually.
Any types of names can mean many different things, or are given some sort of values or meanings to them.
Come on, grabs your hand. Come on.
What?
For me personally,
stop! You're stronger than me. I'm gonna knock you over.
Just name. Well, for me, Valkyrian was the name that owns in my.
The strength of
his name from my father's last name. Well, at least for regular people, humans, it's the first last name. We have middle name sometimes, and then like a suffix, like a third, fourth, if you have a child and then give them your same name. So.
I need it. I lost an eye.
So human is the term for what you are?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yes. Here would be, I guess, around here you would basically call them here's. It's, you know.
It's interesting how close those words are. I wonder if there's any sort of crossover, like historically.
Like today?
No.
Because that's very etymologically similar.
I thought you were.
Maybe it's a coincidence.
True.
I've seen you without it.
Not a word researcher, so no, I'm not sure.
A simple phrase comes to mind: the more things change, the more they stay the same.
I lied. Okay. Jeez.
Maybe.
Alright, who else claiming a serving?
You. There it is.
I was just curious of what was going on.
A serving of what? Sorry, we were distracted. Asking about his culture.
It's yakal moussaka. It's a recipe I picked up while we were in Thavnair.
Ooh. If it's not too much trouble, I'd love to try some of that.
You know, it's just poking fun. You can put it back on if you really want to.
I wouldn't mind a piece.
Well, it's more of like
If I'm finding someone,
almost
I
like a
take it off, and
stew.
they're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, like, I guess serving
And
then.
then I get them.
It's like a creamy stew sort of mixture. It's
Ooh.
Like
Good strategy.
not quite a
there.
curry.
Mm.
I don't know
Like
if I
a
should have some of that or if I should wait for
Yeah.
everybody.
Not quite so spicy. Some of it
a little more.
Despite all this, despite all the stuff I've done today, I'm somehow not hungry.
Might be a bit advantageous.
Listen,
I can make a couple extra.
I don't really know.
Thank you.
I'll go and check on the
From
others.
my
I
game,
am
because
tell
I'm
him I've
missing
gone
the
to
entire
troll.
time. Then I take
There's
it
a few
off.
people I need to talk to.
Right there.
So what?
All right.
Mark, Melody, one of you two.
It's like those training weights some
fuck it,
people
I'm
put
not-
on.
I only
They
have two
take them
hands.
off.
Just let her do her thing. She
Yeah.
knows better.
You ever heard of that? Interesting training.
No.
method.
Thank you.
Never tried
If
it
you
myself.
have
Actually-
a little left for me, I would gladly have some, please.
Hmm. Oh, good.
Yeah, I'll make another batch in a moment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Esther, for showing me how to do that.
That's mine.
That's good.
Particularly difficult.
She's making another batch.
Just got to get more snow to melt down.
Dishes.
Look at the bigger portion.
Good.
You'll probably get about the same size because I'll share it between myself,
Aw.
Tova, and you. Unless somebody else comes by and wants it, in which case I'll give them my serving, and then I'll make you get more. I have enough. I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to ingredients.
I mean, who isn't?
I know.
That might be you. I'm not a hoarder of ingredients.
After the ever ready.
I'm a hoarder of inventions.
As long as we're not
I'm-
going all bad and rotten.
It's still harder.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Next time I'm coming.
You have to tell Nimbalkar, as it was by his invitation. Yes, we were technically there.
Yes.
You'll be happy to know we were able to get a hold of one whole warding scale.
Thank the gods.
Ooh.
The
That's very
fact
nice.
being that if we continue to share with them our research and build up good favor with them, perhaps they'll be willing to make some more for us. If we show that they're very useful in keeping us safe while researching this situation that is ever evolving, then perhaps they'll see it as a good investment.
Especially if research with the portal and stuff as well. We'll definitely be more inclined to help.
Yeah, we definitely need to do some research with the warding scale. So see if you can
Tova.
in regards with the amulets and all that stuff. Because that's why we initially got it, right?
True. Well,
No, it's not a hobby.
yeah, but the only issue is eventually we will need to put in that report. Which means eventually we'll have to go inside.
Apparently.
Yes, would you like some?
Okay.
Well,
Yes,
some kind of
please.
food.
Say no.
Neb was in there cooking
Make
something.
a
but-
couple,
You'll still get the
please.
same
I'm
portion,
bringing
I'll
one.
just give them mine.
I'm
Grab it.
gonna be bringing
Grab
some
it.
in there.
Yeah, let's mix them over.
I'm to throw it over the end, cut it in half. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to have to cut it anyways.
I'll just take a walk around. Everyone knows I need to stretch my legs.
Very clean.
Would you-
Jerry.
Thank you.
Just
Do you
take
use the
off the
dishes,
clothes,
Master?
Go around.
Sorry? Yes.
Do you read the
Yes,
empty?
Have you
just
cleaned
like
them
this.
yet?
Burn your fingers.
Oh, this is a perfect weapon.
That was
This little
good.
Hey,
fork
put
thing.
that down.
What?
No, put that down.
Back,
Put
Tova.
that back. I need that.
Thanks.
You have
Remember
a
what I
perfectly
said
good
before?
weapon on your back.
Now I'm just sort of imagining like
I remember you saying you were gonna murder
Tova fighting
Yeah, no,
some.
you're no better than him.
What are you talking about?
I'm
Zay.
I'm now imagining Tovara like going and.
Spatula. I'll smack you with a spatula.
Let
right
the
now.
spatula back.
Okay.
Boy,
No,
I was joking. It's Aster's. Let me put it.
Very nice. Thank you, Asta.
You're the one who literally pulled out your sword and
giving me
then
back my
slashed it
cooking
in front of
utensils.
like 3 of us.
I think.
I'll try your food.
A gesture to go attack.
I think I don't think they're here anymore.
I think
Oh,
we'll
no.
get along.
What?
I want to hit you.
How tragic! I'll have to have this serving now.
Tova.
You seem
You
like
try,
a nice
we
guy.
can run the ones right now.
I was about to say, how about you 2 spy? Actually,
It's
after
called a
he...
Yakalmasaka. It's a dish I picked up while we were in
We should probably wait like maybe a half hour before we do that.
Well, just you
don't
call me
want stomach
later.
pains.
I was about
So you
to
swearing?
say it tastes very Thavnarian.
Nothing.
It's really good.
Oh, is it for just women? I thought
Thavnair has really good dishes.
activity.
Very flavorful.
At least start.
This is more of a savory, creamy sort of dish. Almost like curry, more like a stew.
Mm.
Well, sometimes you don't have
It's
to.
got meat in it, so you know.
You should come to Eldar where I have to keep my mouth shut the entire time
Alright,
while
Victor.
I help the salt.
Yes, ma'am. Oh. Thank you.
Where do you like us to put our dishes when we're finished with them?
Yeah. My hands are clean.
Alright.
Are you just putting your
please,
fingers
man,
in your
have
mouth and
some
sucking
more-
your
no, I'm
finger?
kidding. There you go.
No, I bit some of it and then
I'll take you seriously. Need to be
I know you
careful
will.
don't-
I know.
Wait, you... Don't suck your gloves.
Why not?
Oh.
You see, this is why I have fingerless gloves.
That's
They're so good.
No child left behind.
I know you've angered him.
If
You haven't angered him. Never mind.
You have your back turned towards him.
That's fine.
And you're saying these things.
What's that different from anybody else doing it? I guarantee you, there's been plenty. I'm not the only person that's done that.
I think a lesson's going to be learned here.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, I've learned to be mature, but I could just walk up behind him and go,
Oh, you could throw a snowball at him.
You could. You could.
You could.
Boy. Fuck around and find out, see what happens.
I think we get along pretty damn well.
You best be
I would
careful,
hope so.
Victor. He has been practicing.
And I believe
Yes,
that.
he
So do I.
has.
I've been in Eldar like
Honestly,
every week at this point.
there's one really easy way to defeat him. Ask him how many swords he's lost.
You've lost swords.
Ooh.
I've got the same
Gee.
junkie.
Gee, you got. Okay, given the circumstances, you know damn well what the circumstances were for that. Okay, motherfucker.
If it was tempering, I don't want anything to do with it.
That's exactly why.
Well, apparently he lost it there.
Zeze knows.
Apparently he
I do.
lost the sword.
I do.
And you had to pick up another one.
It was in that fucking prison when everybody was fighting that big guy, and then I got tempered, and then I'm fighting whoever.
Well, no, literally just
And-
last week. You dropped it and left it and had to grab another one.
You did?
Shit. Did I?
Another
Yes,
one?
it was right at
actually,
the entrance
this-
of the house. Well, I'm pretty sure we went back and actually found the sword, the new one. But you did lose it at one point.
I must have been that scrap with Renan then or something, because I remember I had it, and I remember I was standing over there with that fucking, holding that bitch by the horns, ready to chop her head off.
Yeah,
but-
no, yeah, it was right at the entrance to the little weird cabin. Because she started running out. And you're like,
Oh,
fuck, I took her
right,
out
yeah,
of the
no,
sword.
because she tried to fucking steal it. That's why, because she fucking, look, that bitch is way too crafty.
I'm starting to wonder if I need to acquire new equipment for myself.
That genuinely threw me off what she did. Like we had her.
Well, these
tied
are
up, and
amazing.
me and Renan,
These
we were
are
sitting on
amazing
the side.
traveling clothes, but the few times I've been in a fight, they don't protect very well.
Almost gores me on those fucking horns of hers. Fucking boots Renan in the face. Judo flips me. I'm like, where the
Wait, you
fuck
mean
did
that
this come
you're not
from?
wearing
Where's her
anything?
Crazy.
Well, no,
shit
we weren't
going on
expecting
going
to
on with
fight
her.
anything, typically.
Apparently she was a
It was
mage.
Pack light.
Fair enough.
It was a fucking panic.
But if we're fighting in the future, it might be worth getting some proper equipment. Some points.
Mage.
I know Mock's thinking about it.
What?
She was a fucking psychopath.
If you need any advice
Shot
on
red
it,
lightning
let me
out of
know.
everywhere.
Why are you out of bed?
Well, I guess the closest would be
Alright,
Black
well,
Mage.
here we go.
questioning,
Come here,
but she
sit
was
down,
fine.
Sit down. Come here. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a bite to eat. Alright? You and me. I'm hungry. You're probably hungry. Here. It's a Yakamasaka. It's a Thavnair Indian dish. It's kind of creamy and
Yeah.
not too spicy, thankfully.
She told me that she was out of bed because she was getting too hot.
Oh. Here, let me.
Can
Yeah. I was at least making
She have a
sure she
fever?
was okay. She was asking questions about Atlas.
The possibility.
It might be
She's
a
a bit
fever.
warm.
She's really warm.
Oh,
Should-
common fever.
Jeez.
Not with her.
Mm,
She said she was warm, so.
Could be an
I might
could
suggest
be an effect of losing so
you know
much
how to cast
blood.
a sooner, yes?
Yes. I just figured it was of note.
I might suggest a quick cast of it. It tends to clear most common poisons, diseases,
Mhm.
afflictions, you know. Very useful spell to have.
Where is it?
Doesn't cure everything,
Yeah.
but gets rid of the basics.
After all, it's.
Don't mind.
as I
I'm
can
just going
tell,
to cast a smoke curative.
Atlas well, bit into raw
Cast
meat
the Suna on you
before
because I don't have it on this
attacking
version of the
anyone.
model.
Oh, hold on. Do I? Which
This is
version?
my
do I have?
this is my social one.
Let me just.
I have it on my
Let me
combat
just-
one.
Let me just.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Wow.
That away.
The Yelp shouldn't have got me.
Those are so hard to actually move anywhere.
That might help if you have a fever. They might also just be too hot, but I'm going to be concerned because they get bitten, and that's a great way to get an infection.
No, it definitely is.
True. Not to mention the fact that, Atlas partook of raw meat before the attack.
Oh, and has anyone seen to him?
Okay, yeah, we need to keep a close eye on this one.
Hmm. Thank you for telling us.
Yes,
Has
thank
any?
you.
Yeah.
Do you know how Atlas is doing medically? Because I haven't
Yes.
seen any of the doctors with him.
Potions and concoctions and tinctures.
No,
You may want
no.
to consult,
Bunchata?
yes, Punchacha, and ask if he has anything for such an occasion. Something to.
As far as I can
ward
tell
off
right now,
diseases from spreading.
Boonchacha is busy talking with
Mhm.
Luma and Nep.
Oh, I've just had a bad
I know, I
thought.
can see them up on the.
They said earlier that he bit a chunk out of a bear. Bears have parasites.
Mm. Well, yes, but in his mouth,
Yeah.
that'd be a bit difficult.
Still, it's a concern.
Oh, absolutely.
Reasonable.
At the very least, you seem fine for the moment, so you can eat perfectly fine. Get your belly full. Cool down a bit.
Fill your belly and help restore some of your strength.
Mm.
You have to tell me if you like it. Really new to using this recipe.
But on the earlier topic, Me. Definitely sitting. Nope, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna sit on my bag. There we go. Anyways, on the earlier topic, if you have any recommendations, I'd love some your help with armor. You're much more an adventurer than I. I just like something to protect myself in case I do need to do more work.
Well,
not batteries per se, but wells, or they hold ether within it. It doesn't let it out.
a good portion of what I wear now I either made or was bought from one of the vendors there in Limsa. Truthfully, there's armorers all over the place. Just really depends on what sort of fit you're looking for, and making sure that they have something that'll suit your needs as an astrologian, as well as one who travels often. You don't want something that's going to constantly be weighing you down and slowing you down.
Absolutely.
It needs to be comfortable and able to be worn all the time. From there, I mean, it just becomes fashion, you know, what you like to wear if you ever were to mess around with glamour crystals and such.
Of course. So at the very least, I could at least make use of glamour crystals if I did need to actually put on proper armor, so I wouldn't look like I am just a ball of iron.
I mean, you still are technically a ball of armor, but you just don't look it.
Do you think we could roll you at someone?
I mean, I don't look like I'm wearing a full regalia, but yeah.
Don't.
I said he was a ball of armor.
Thank you.
Someone wouldn't.
No, that was when Atlas kind
What?
of went crazy and.
Oh, he was biting a lot of people.
Yeah, but
It turns out he had a lot of ether, and it
I was about to say, if they run all towards us at the same time, we at least know they're concerned.
moving around in circles and until he went crazy.
Or at least what their concern is.
What's it like being an adventurer?
To the point where it thought that was the new norm. So when that's the normal, he was still.
Are going
Terrifying.
to first figure out the issue.
What's going on?
Yeah. To put it succinctly.
It's
Few of us volunteered to go to the first.
to explain, being an adventurer is free,
We can figure out how to fix.
but also incredibly terrifying and scary. I'm sure in the same way when you first stepped away from your home in Charlian, you know, traveling, it was perhaps a bit,
You could get
of
killed at any
trepidation.
minute.
Yeah,
Just written on the journal.
we'll do it when he's in a better mood. Exactly.
And frankly, adventuring's a new profession for me, and frankly, it's both fulfilling and terrifying in equal measure.
Yes,
Well, at least I'll get first-hand experience.
basically,
See what
could
happens.
sum up what I was going to say that way.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor?
I don't know when exactly we're going, but
And Pen, would you be able to describe your experiences going in?
yeah, of course.
I'm not done with
You just need to put it in her pocket.
But at least things have winded down.
Go to yourself.
For now, anyway.
Debatable,
Well, you're gonna have to ask Luluma for that.
for the moment.
Yeah.
And is
I mean,
anything you would have
the-
to
Someone who suggested it.
get used to is being an adventurer tends to mean that you're constantly either looking for work or work is looking for you. Depending on, you know, how well known you get.
I know the second part, you can barely stay at home in Charlene before our boss is suddenly like, oh, The scientists need this thing. Go get it. And then we're like, okay. And we go get it. A lot of time on the road.
Eva,
Yeah? Hello.
how you doing?
We're in the quicksand.
With the sandworms.
Hey, the quicksand is a very nice establishment.
Yeah.
Are you a friend of
Vocal
theirs?
cords are kind of shot.
Gotcha. Well, Atlas is a lot better. And he wants to apologize. He's in the other room right now, but he doesn't want to move. But he told me to tell you that he apologizes. And he won't
Does he have any
do it again.
reasoning
Sure.
for his actions?
Well, it turned out he had too much ether, and that ether turned into light, which then cognated his brain to then loop around in a circle, which then made him go crazy, and basically he eats food, and the more heavier the food is, more light gets into the body, and
But like,
he
light
might turn
ether.
into a light golem or something you experienced in the first or something.
You mean
I don't know.
Huh?
gods? What do they call them?
What?
Shit, I can't think of the name.
Was it like light
What did you say they were
something or?
I wouldn't know.
I have no idea.
No, Atlas has mentioned them before. I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah, but basically those, or even worse, he could basically just die instantly.
Has anyone seen to him medically?
Try to put darkness back.
Sin Eaters, I think is what they called them.
I think that's what it is.
That's a terrifying name.
You might turn into one of those.
It is a
You're saying
terrifying
to me
name.
is like, what,
If
like
anything
light
from their
guardian?
descriptions is true, yes, they are very.
What? Sounds good.
It's like you were muddling off about like light something. I was just like, what, like light guardian, warden? There's a lot of names.
Warden, that's the name. Light Warden.
Oh,
That was it, right there. A Light Warden.
So is it
One
just...
of so there was it's like a hierarchy to them. Thrai spoke of them traveling from location to location, slaying whichever specific light warden. Basically, the most powerful of the sin eaters was in each region of this reflection. It was keeping
Yes,
everything
basically he'd
bathed
turn
in
into
an
one of those or a
unnatural
soul eater.
eternal light. I'm sorry,
He'll
what?
turn him into those if he gets too much light imbued. He'll turn into White Warden or a Soul Eater. So if we track the darkness towards that, he might die. We're not doing that.
Why don't we use the proxies to then balance his soul back out?
Orxies might result in death as well.
Why?
Because they tried.
Explain.
They tried with Porxies before.
Because to my understanding, they used the same thing on people who had been afflicted by the Sin Eaters on the first. Which is why they knew that the Porxies would work for curing tempering.
Well, he's not exactly tempered.
That's not what I said.
Look, my brain's tired after all of today. I'm so sorry.
Let me explain as far as I understand. There is a phenomenon that can occur in which someone's soul becomes etherically imbalanced. Too much of one form of aether or another. And suddenly, it can cause wild changes in behavior and even transform them into other creatures. We've seen this both with the those who have been tempered, if they so absorb too much aether from whatever primal has them tempered, they change, turning into all sorts of abominations, and at that point they can't be saved. The same thing can happen to someone who is afflicted by a sin eater, as I was told. People who are attacked by them and somehow manage to escape or survive, slowly but surely find themselves turning into a sin eater as their soul becomes more and more etherically imbalanced. But from what I was told, the cure for tempering did not start out that way. It was a cure for the sin eater's affliction. They realized that the same method of cleansing one's aether could be used to also cleanse the effects of tempering, causing an imbalanced soul to be swung back into what should be its centralized balance between all of the elements.
You guys may have to make them question things to Lulu.
Right.
Oh, he passed out for that.
No, I think he's just staring at the sky. He likes to do that.
The sky is pretty.
No snowfalls.
Do not assume I am so boring.
Well, apparently when they tried a porksy, it just didn't want to work. But
more and more, I'm beginning to think that perhaps these porksies that they gave us were not what they were promised to be.
Well, that's actually a good point because I've never even knew that.
I wanted to do that and do that all to you. Worry. And back and maybe rest with him for the night and see how he's doing next.
I see.
Writing therapy pig can't fix cannibalism.
Writes in journal.
Have they been seen to medically at all? Just to check.
You cannot heal him.
Cannot heal him. All right. Well, we can still put bandages on him.
He hasn't been injured, so
All right, that's what I care about.
that's okay. That's fine. But right now, he needs rest and an anti-aether crystals if it gets too much in his system. So.
Effectively, he just has a compromised aether system. Effectively, he's taking in too much of wrong things, just need to bleed it out. Gotcha.
Yeah. So. You guys have a good night, alright?
Alright.
You too.
Right.
Take care.
Alright, that is hard end. I hope you all enjoyed.
Therapy pig can't fix
What?
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna at least head to my bed and sleep.
Have a good rest.
Yeah. Busy day. For pretty much everybody, really.
Okay, well, we might
You alright, Aster?
Like if I get Melody myself and like I would say how many papers were how many papers were taken?
Fair enough. There's a few times I've caught you sort of sitting there with your eyes closed. It's weird. Something.
Weary.
Understandable.
I don't know. That's the thing. Don't know exactly. You have to talk to Lulu.
How are we supposed to try to help fix the world's problems? We can't keep ourselves in one piece.
How are we supposed to turn this sky from a dull gray to something with color?
wait for the weather to
This
change?
place sucks. Oh.
Will it?
I mean,
Yes. Occasionally, yes.
it wasn't always snowy in
We
Ishgard.
doing all right here?
What?
We doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
We're
is
not
it
injured.
out of term?
Mhm.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, whenever you get the
Hmm?
chance, you don't have to do it right now, but you might want to check our patient for disease and such. You might be the better one out of the three of us. You don't have to check
Okay.
now. They seem fine right now.
No,
Just
I'll
stay-
check now.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna fill in for Lulu for a little bit, I might as well get used to running around.
Are you filling in for them?
For 3 days.
All right. Let me know what I can do to assist.
The question is, are they her in danger? Is that the biggest? Or why?
If I didn't know, to my understanding from the initial discussions, because I was there when she was initially bringing this up.
Did you both at least enjoy the food?
They're just very.
Oh, the food is great.
Yes. Overprotective, and the fact that they know
Food's always good.
that they pretty much own.
Hello, everyone. I just want to let everyone know, in case if it wasn't told already, that we have reached 3 minutes past hard end. So go ahead and wrap up whatever y'all's got going on. Thank you so much.
And Corthus, the all gray place. I want more color in my life.
Haven't you been in Limsa for the past week?
Yeah, I think that's why I'm now so upset. Because it's
It's
so
a contrast.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I've never seen you without your eye
I
patch.
told them.
Okay, well, I think about 7 people.
I mean, your other eye is very pretty.
Know how to write well.
Don't ask
Apparently,
me,
we
I'm
have
not
to
smart
get
enough for any
ready.
of that shit. I know how to write, but not.
What's
smart
happening?
Like
What?
y'all.
Luma's parents are going to be here in a month, and they might pull funding to this entire thing and pull her into herself.
Their funding, their personal funding to the Adventurers Guild?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
The specific one.
What do you mean, this specific one? It's an entire
Apparently-
conjoined
Guild was,
organization
like,
between
know,
multiple city-states.
I think they mean this branch.
Yes, this branch.
Okay.
I'm good.
So?
But, no. I don't know if they want us to do anything.
The whole idea is apparently if they pull funding, then kind of all of the adventurers will kind of stop getting money, and then people will go elsewhere when nothing's there. And
Oh wait,
we're
pull
still
funding.
here.
I thought you were saying put in funding. All right.
No, they're pull funding
All right,
because they
that's
fund
concerning.
the majority of the funds here. Yes. So pull her and pull their funding. If they think something's wrong, so we're gonna have to pretend everything's okay.
The biggest caveat is her and Baba basically have to act like they're a engaged, practically married couple. That's their whole. If I'm not mistaken, from what she said, that's their whole thing. She needs to have a
Honestly, that's gonna be
super
hilarious
picture.
to watch, but
I feel really bad for Baba. Trust me.
That's kind of fucked.
in
every sense of the
yes, yes, their parents are apparently those types.
Those parents.
I thought
They're
we would
shit type
escape this when we
parents.
left.
Well, we would have no money.
Can't really be
You
here
all
without
would have no money. We'd be fine.
I
But we
can
like
be
having
here without
adventurers
money.
around,
I've
so
been
we
doing
don't
it
have to
for
deal
quite
with
some
whatever
time.
comes out of that. So it kind of just depends on how everyone feels.
Hey, want to do some hunts?
I'm going
Hunting
back to
monsters
Uldan,
before,
doing
eh?
the usual circle. Yeah? You going somewhere?
I mean, I'm down to clown around somewhere. I don't care.
Find someone else to.
Okay. During the week, I
Fund
gotta go
these
back to Old Dado for
excursions.
training, so I have to make my way down there
But
eventually.
I don't think that's gonna stop me from trying to
I know how
do
to
what
get
I
there. I've been there
do.
before.
I guess.
Besides, are you two even getting commissioned by the Adventurers Guild for any of this?
Oh, we're concerned for the
Yeah,
we're concerned for the rest of you because if bad shit comes through the portal, you know, we'd rather not just be two gleaners hanging out here without anyone else. And also, you're our friend, and we'd like you to get paid. That's kind of the more important one. I should have said that one first.
Payment has always been secondary.
What class are you? Paladin?
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
Oh, I'm
Smile's
trying to
a big
think about
sword,
how
no
much we
shield.
actually got.
Edgy. Passionate?
I don't really pay attention to how much I get paid.
Try to
as
be.
long as it's enough for repairs and food and board.
I was about to say, when they called upon us to go fight Titan, that was... I don't even remember them properly paying us. It was like a, hey, you know...
No, it was more of a, hey, we'll give you this.
The
if
Admiral
you
would like to
go
have a
deal
word
with
with you and thank you for your service.
Yes.
I guess it's sort of like you were saying earlier about being an adventurer is a lot of looking for work and work looking for you, sort of in this vein.
I don't like the work looking
Sort of,
for
yeah.
me.
Yes.
Give me the choice.
Oh, good luck.
It's... I don't know. Nothing is ever stable. They pull funding, then we'll just figure out another way.
Well, I think the bigger problem is it's not so much the money, it's the connections. Because they're obviously very extremely important, big name people, big wigs, and Luma being their daughter can obviously pull some strings and make some calls and get things that normally would be very hard to get. And if they decide, fuck you guys, we're taking her out, then, you know, we kind of lose those connections and that kind of in on things. That, I think, would be our bigger concern, especially with what we're dealing with right now and the portal.
I mean, I can understand if they take their funding, but I don't understand why they would force her to leave. Like,
as I said, airship parents.
Those
it's
kinds of people.
It feels reminiscent of home, where they would kick you out.
Mm-hmm. Airship parents.
Mm-hmm.
My dad wants me to go back, but I said, fuck you, Dad. Eat my...
Yeah.
Never mind.
Ugh.
I didn't say anything like that.
No, it's fair if you did.
I didn't say anything like that. He said, good job, Zay, by the way.
Well, you ready to do some paperwork
I'll have to
for
come-
a green
I'll come
chocobo?
visit him.
Forgot about
I
that.
haven't seen him in a bit.
He was so cocky, sitting in that chair. Good job,
Eh,
Zay.
it shouldn't take
Like
too
he
long.
won.
Mm.
Between the three of us, it wouldn't take too long.
Mhm.
It's just be more of the wait would be the longest part.
Is the third one?
Maybe I should.
Is it the galleon or something else, or someone else?
Till we know for certain.
No, the crystal.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Since
Alright.
it's her. Yeah.
Take your time. Take your
Alright,
time.
let's. I feel like it's good.
But
Dramatic
yes,
again.
Yeah, so you
Glad to
agreed
accompany you
to,
to go visit
because
Mark.
she's technically holding the
Yeah.
creature. But yeah.
Alright.
So, if anything, well, what you rather do while we go do paperwork?
Have fun with that.
Yes. Anyways,
Why is there two?
let's go.
Two paperworks.
Anyways, paperwork.
I think that fairy flew by and
Two
said that.
whole paper.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, if
I forgot my backpack. 1 moment.
Then where are you going?
Forgot it.
Oh wait, you guys
Back
going
to
to Vinci
order.
to visit my dad?